Okie dokie. Oh. Hello there, how's it going? Right, okay, first things first, I need to strip this off because I'm sort of watching myself back. I'm not used to streaming. Anyway, gotta rip this off because I might be using that for the build. But yeah, how's things going? Hey dude, how you doing? Oh yeah, my camera's over there. I should probably put it over here, but I thought I'd have that in the background because I'm gonna be getting onto that stuff in a second. Apparently no people are watching, but there's 2 of you guys in chat at least, so there's always that. Right, I'm going to strip that off because we'll make the decision in a second while people roll in, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I have managed to get things set up. I had an issue with OBS, as you do. I haven't done this obviously in ages, and I've got this stream as the rapid review stream, which clearly isn't that. That was kind of a concept that died, but there we go. So yeah, so we'll get into stuff. Actually, there's one thing I have forgot, which is a pile of, a big roll of Velcro strap, which I'm going to quickly grab now, which is not very professional, but there you go. I have a feeling this stream is going to be very much like this. Me running around like an idiot grabbing stuff that I completely forgot. It might be in here. I got those though, which are things. Fan cable splitters, stuff like that. I'll put that over there for now. So as usual, we have all the camera sort of things set up as best as I can. Completely forgot that's there. But yeah, so quick run through. Yeah, so essentially we've got these cameras, and I can't tell if it worked. Maybe? Okay, yeah, I think that kind of worked. I think it got there eventually. But yeah, so we can see absolutely... Oh no, that works really badly. I didn't mean to do it like that. Oh no, okay, let's try that. This is gonna go from bad to worse, I can imagine. Yeah, maybe that. I don't know. But yeah, so we've got cameras available. So we've got the close camera here now, which we're seeing, and yeah, so I can switch as to, you know, where and when. But for now, I'm probably just gonna want to go to the build and the desk. Hopefully, that's probably good enough. And yeah, OBS. I'm gonna just turn studio mode off. It's just confusing me. Wow, that thing looks stretched for some reason. The text. I would change that, but I have a feeling that it might kill me. Properties. Oh, I'll never be able to do that. Right, I'll leave it as it is. It might be okay. I don't know. You guys let me know. Okay. So yeah. Let's run through a bit of chat stuff. Yeah, rapid review. I don't know. Kind of a good concept, I guess. The idea being that I can just bring in something cheap that I don't need to take too seriously, do some sort of review of, and yeah, I'm gonna change that webcam position because frankly that just doesn't work. Because I'm looking at the screen. I've only got one screen because I've got the other screen for when we fire up the editing system and maybe loading some stuff onto that, I guess. But yeah, we'll do that anyway. So parts. We have. That's good actually. I got this because under here is actually the process that we need. So I completely forgot about that. But parts wise, so not super awesome, but I have, and this is one thing, I haven't set up a scene for capturing mostly this front thing. So maybe I can, I don't know, back this up and we can actually go through it in that kind of fashion. I don't know. So what do I need? This is the problem with only having one screen. You really can't tell what's going on. So I need Is that what I need? I don't know. No, that wasn't what I needed. Mobile. There we go. There we go. Way too bright. So for any of you watching this in VR, then I apologize. Okay. So first things first, that's just the backup. It's just pretty general. It's 6 terabytes. It should be able to cover everything, potentially including the testing system, but I don't think there'll be enough for that. But I have got other drives that I'll have spare once I've finished this build. I have a drive I'll have spare after this build, so that'll, hopefully cover everything in that regard. I haven't decided on the cooler yet. I did purchase this off eBay, which I think was a steal. This is a... Oh god, it has a ProLimaTech Samuel 17. Yeah, it's this 6 heat pipe madness thing, and it came with this Noctua fan that the guy was selling it with. I bought it for £10, so I think that's pretty good. I have no idea how old that Noctua fan is. Probably ancient. I can't imagine these are the original screws that came with the thing. If they are, then they're not very nice. But I mean, the thing is mental. Just having a look at that thing. Yeah, not very well lit, this shot. I can appreciate that. But that's that, so I might be using that, but I think I'm going to use the Arctic cooler because that's just super slow and very quiet, and I quite like that. Those are just cables. This, I'm trying not, I don't know, blow people's ears out with a pile of anti-static bag shaking about. This here did on screen chat just die. Oh no. Okay, there's a problem. It's probably to do with me. Mobile. Streamlabs chat is there, but it's just being weird. I don't know why. Let me just see if that's the 9090. Yeah, that's just weird because you might be able to see that on up here. You can see that the chat comes through no problem. It might be a situation where I'm really hoping I'm not changing things now. That yeah, I am changing. No, I didn't plan to do this. Okay, bear with me. I'm just gonna see if there's anything in here. Yeah, it's back and it's stretched and weird, and I haven't messed around with it in ages. But yeah, for some reason it's really irritating. For some reason, the URL for it, the URL for it is exactly the same. Refresh browser and Steam becomes that now. Yeah, the URL is exactly the same, so it's linking through to the same like chat program thing. But when I change to like the mobile build or something that I was just on, it just dies. Oh no! Oh no! It's back. Oh no! It was me. I'm an idiot. I had the overlay over the top, so that's a problem. Anyway, that's fixed. So I feel like a bit of a fool, but there we go. That's, I don't know, just what it is, right? I'm gonna change back to studio mode as well because this just gets dangerous. If I click and change things here, just to want to check out if things are working on other screens, then it'll switch if I'm not on studio mode. But you might be able to see in the background. I can mess around here and change scenes, and it won't change for you guys. So there's always that. But if I double click it, it will. Right, sorry guys. All right, okay, back on track. But I have got the chat there, so hopefully I can see it. But I can't change the whatever. I'm just talking nonsense now. Right, so this is something that I'm genuinely, I'm really interested to play with. Not because it's extremely interesting in itself, but because I don't know if it works. I bought this on eBay like over a month ago, so there's no way I could get like this eBay guarantee sort of return back sort of thing if this doesn't work. So I don't know. If this doesn't work, we're kind of buggered, but we'll be able to do have the fun with most of the stream, I guess, without it. So yeah. But anyway, so I think that's gonna be pretty interesting. It has got M.2, but I am using M.2. I actually did set up we'll move on now. I did set up the 660p. Well, that's exciting. Where's the 660p gone? Oh no, it's in its own box. No, my bad. It's somewhere. Okay, it's somewhere, but I don't know where it is. That might be awkward. I haven't got my boot drive. Where did it go? Well, it was somewhere. Okay. I'm using this, which is my old NEX 750B power supply unit, because One, I'm cheap and I'm using the good ones for the videos, so I'm not going to buy anything if I don't have to. I need to find my boot drive because I swear it was in this box. But yeah, I have got a Crucial MX500 1TB drive. That is going to be for the new test system. Oh, are those heatsinks full copper? I highly doubt that's copper. I am more than sure that's aluminium. And it's just been anodized. I'm pretty certain. I could scratch away at the surface to see. I mean, it might be copper. But yeah, we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can quickly spot my drive, because I need that. I do need that. You can probably still see me in the background here. Where the hell did that go? I'm pretty sure I'm hiding all the rubbish here. Oh, there's the Velcro strap. Found that. Oh no. I was pretty sure that I had everything ready. Ah. That's going to be awkward. That will be very awkward. Can't boot a system if you haven't got the drive. And I did unscrew it from there. Yeah, that's not good. Oh! Ta-da! It was up on the shelf. Okay, I've got that. Okay, thank. Whew, I'm so glad I looked up there. I thought I'd leave it there because I know I'd remember it there, but it's not. Got a full 25 meters of Velcro strap because you can never have enough Velcro strap. I'm obviously joking aside, I'm not going to be using the whole thing, but this stuff is really thin. So you can, I know the lighting's awful, I'm sorry guys, but there you go. So yeah, it's nice and thin and you can slot that in most cable management hoops here and there. Even the small ones only designed for like a wire tie or a twist tie. We have this, but I don't think is Gaming Tech UK in the, he's not in the chat. Gaming Tech UK is not in the chat. I have this. This is Ripjaws 5. This was 3600 megahertz CL19, 2 8 gig sticks of DDR4, but I am sending that back, which I am still within the return period, but it's probably going to cost me postage. I don't know if I just. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, he needs to see that because it was basically because GameTech UK, I am not using this, and I am now using 32 gigabytes of DDR4, which is 3200 megahertz, and it is a CL16 with stuff, which is pretty decent. But yeah. Oh, if you're asking what games I'm playing, Boomer, I played pretty much. I don't really play many games, to be honest. I play World of Tanks if I play a game, and I try to be good on it, but I'm not very good. But it's one of those games where I just play, like, I used to play Rocket League with my mate Joe, but he's super busy now, and I'm busy doing this stuff, so I rarely have a chance. But every now and then, if I have 5 minutes, so I'm just knackered after writing some stuff, because I basically just do the channel stuff whenever I have spare time, and I kind of feel bad if I'm not working on the channel stuff, so I rarely play games. If I just feel knackered one night, I might have a couple of rounds of World of Tanks because it's just easy to load up, play a couple of games. If you do bad in one, you can try again in the next one. It's not that long from failure to failure, I guess. So I'm going to put that over there. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I think we've got, to be honest, I'm not expecting any more than like 9 people, which is like, pretty good. So I think what we should do first is establish what cooler I will use on this. Am I going to go for, I really wish I had better images of this stuff. I'm going to put better images on my Stream Deck because I really cannot tell what's what. It's got to be that one. And I haven't got OBS on. Okay, we need to work out, do we go with the Arctic Esports Duo, or Arctic Freeze 34 Esports Duo, which I really like, not because it just has two fans or stuff like that, but it's just so quiet. Those fans go down to like 200 and something RPM. They can run super quiet. I don't need them to spin up. Or we go for the cooler that. Oh jeez, this is gonna be risky. Risky in terms of bashing the mic. I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise that comes through the mic because I don't mean to. Haha! Get the hang of this now. Or we go for this, which is the sort of AIO that Silverstone sent me, the TDO2 RGB. But yeah, if we go for this, I'm not going to be using the RGB fans because I think I've got a bit of a dodgy unit here. They're really quite loud. No, it's not those ones. No, those are fine. No, I'll use those. It's the ARGB kit they sent me, which is, they're a little bit noisy, and it's like a PWM ticking over noisy, not very nice. So I'm okay with just like fan noise, but when it's like tapping away or something, it's really quite irritating. But yeah, so I would like to see how the Pro fares. Yeah, I really want to as well. What I might do now, this is a really cool thing about doing this whole this isn't just me being able to just have a, hey Ben Cross, how you doing, man? Motherboard just what you see PC, fantastic. But yeah, this whole building and editing system is not just so I can jump between edit and other stuff for the channel when I'm in mid-build, because for the last like 2 years or so, it's been a case where I've been maybe mid-build on one night and I can't do anything on that night otherwise on the channel. I just haven't got a computer set up, so I can scramble something together in like 5 or 10 minutes just to get something that works, but then it's like you're going between building and editing, a building and editing environment, and really you just want to get the build done, clean up and edit, or so it's a little bit irritating. Then you have to go backtrack on the video, on the stuff, taking stuff out to get back so you can actually do the stuff. So yeah, not so good. But this is awesome though, because I'm going to be able to have this system set up, and I'm just showing you like really rubbish stuff. Wait, build desk mobile. Does that make better? I don't know. It makes no sense. Anyway, so what I'll be able to do then is have this system set up. I can edit when the hell I like. I can do narration, all that sort of stuff. But Ames, which you may have seen in a couple of videos, should be able to come over and get a pile of testing and stuff done. So I'm having to reset the test system, and I'm going to be going to mini ITX. I'll do all the reviews and stuff. I'll do builds with micro ATX if it needs it, ATX, all that sort of stuff, just so I can find out all the little intricacies of the case, because there's no point in sticking an ITX case in, motherboard into like an ATX case, because I mean it would look hilariously awful. But it would also be bad in the sense that I wouldn't be able to justify or work out how good or bad the cable management is. So I would do the build, or I will be doing the build with whatever is the most appropriate or largest size motherboard I have to hand to go inside the case. And then afterwards, I'll swap that out with a test system, which should be pretty good fun. So yeah, that would be good, and then I can do the testing and stuff, or Ames can do all the testing, and I can get on with editing all of the footage that I've gathered, and doing the script and doing the narration, while Amy's doing all of the testing and stuff like that, which should be really, really good. And it'll be a great one to save time. Also, because I'm changing to this mini ITX test system, I have to scrap all the data that I've gathered up to this point, which sounds really irritating, but it's something I have to do because it's inconsistent. But this means I'll have much more consistency to be able to compare all sorts of systems to each other. But because Ames is going to help out, we can do things like retest all of the coolers I've got available, I still have, and I can even throw this in just to see how this thing fares for a bit of fun. So I may just do a little video on this and throw this into the pile of things that need to get tested, one of the first ones on top, and we can just see how it fares, because I think this, I mean, if you can pick one of these things super cheap for like, I don't know, 10 quid or something on eBay like I did, go for something like that with a fan of your choice, throw an extra 10, 15 pounds on for a fan of your choice, and you're laughing. You might have something that performs better than an L9i that really isn't that much taller, relatively. So, could be fun. Anyway, so, sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. Okay. If you're overclocking the CPU, which Game Tech UK will make you, I will do it. I'd go with the best cooler from your own tests. I think probably if I'm going to go for the best cooler from my testing, I'm just going to go with something that has statistically the better chance for cooling, which would be the AIO, just because of the water, the thermal density, or the thermal mass. That's what that's. The thermal mass that'll be the best chance, because if I have bursts of heat going into it, then it should be able to cope with that a little better than otherwise. But yeah, not to say that other things can't, but they don't have the thermal mass that you get from an AIO, which is just kind of logical. So I think I'd go with the AIO on that, in that regard. Yeah, I think I'll just do that, and it could look quite cool, I guess. Build a no, I haven't got all the parts for custom loop. I would. That'd be really fun. And I was really tempted to ask Silverstone, because they were offering a case to say, hey, can I get one of those really small boxes that I can cram everything into, and then I could like maybe full custom loop in the future with 80mm fans and 80mm rads and stuff. But that's expensive, and I got to get another block, because if I ever do water cooling outside or anything, then yeah. Anyway, so what GPU am I getting? None. I will not have a GPU on this build. In that sense, I probably should have gone mini ITX, but I do think there's scope for using this build as well with this, and I will go back to the mobile. I think I'll go back to the mobile anyway. So I could add things like, because this is going to be becoming pretty much the streaming system as well. Then I can add in cards to deal with streaming and stuff, and monitor capture and stuff like that. So there's good opportunity for that. I may need some sort of something in the future, maybe a graphics card, but at the moment I don't need one. I only need CPU performance, because that's what the software I'm using to edit uses. It only uses CPU. It uses minor GPU, and in my testing, strangely enough, I didn't believe it myself, but in my testing, the onboard GPU on the 6700K, it reacts much faster than the graphics card does, and I think that's a limitation of the software that isn't optimized for, I don't know, any kind of mid-tier to high-tier graphics card. Mine's a 1070, so it's not high-end, but it's mid-tier, and it just doesn't utilize that at all. So I'll get 60 frames per second on playback with the onboard GPU, but I'll get like 8 frames per second playback with like 10 times speed footage and stuff like that with a dedicated graphics card. Weirdest thing. I can only assume it's just a limitation of the way the software's been set up, but there we go. So I think, to be honest, we're pretty much ready to go. I have got the PS15 as well, which I'm using from the review that I did that Silverstone sent over. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a Silverstone sort of centered build. So I'm going to throw this unit down. Throw this one back down now onto the floor, because I don't actually need it. I was going to take that off and potentially use it, but I kind of think that, you know what, I've got an AIO, I should use the AIO. It's probably going to do, you know, a better job, I think, overall. Obviously, it adds in its own, like, let's hope the thing, like, lasts, because if it spews water all over my system, then that would suck. But I think it's solid enough. The connections and tubing and stuff is all, like, super adhesive in. It's like adhesive seeping out of the connection. So I have not got an issue with that. So I'll throw this on the floor. Hopefully the sound is okay. I did do my best. I was a bit late. Apologies. I did do my best to make sure that I don't know, had things set up properly. So we don't need that. We won't need that either. I'll put that on the floor as well. This room has never been tidier in terms of like ready for a streaming environment, by the way. So hope you're appreciating that. So let's get things set up, I guess, so I can just... That's cool. So you can see like a little softbox in the background there. Okay. So first things first. Oh no, I need to get the CPU from the... Okay, alright, that's going to have to come back up, but I'll lie it down so it won't be as monstrously large. I really want to see how this performs, because it just, you know... That may sound like... Oh, that guy is awesome. He helps so much. He helps so much on the Discord. If you want, like, some guy to, like, randomly help you with, like, I don't know, a hardware choice, I was actually jokingly, but I am seriously going to be putting on some sort of role specific for Gaming Tech UK on the Discord. Like, I had it in my mind. I won't say anything now. I'll come up with something creative and throw it on the Discord, because that guy just helps out so damn much, and he helped me out with like half the stuff. He's like, oh yeah, RAM wise and stuff, like trying to find some B-die RAM for a really good price, and he did find some stuff for a good price. But I'm just too much of a chicken to buy it and overclock it from 2400 megahertz to like 3000 megahertz. And yeah, I'm just a chicken. So yeah, He goes all out on that stuff, and I just don't. So there we go. So let's just strip this thing off. I haven't actually used this in a while. But yeah, this thing is such a good cooler though. Oh, I'm going to have to get on the inside. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not looking forward to this. I like this test system, and I was thinking of getting in touch with Thermaltake and saying, hey Thermaltake, would you like to send me something? Although I have no contact at Thermaltake, and there's no reason why they would, apart from it being seen every time I do any, I don't know, review of something, of any cooler, so maybe they might be interested in that. But I really want a Core P1. The Core P1s are so cool. I would like one for the editing system, but I will see if, I don't know. I don't even know if I can get in touch with them for that sort of thing. Silverstone doesn't do open air test benches. Actually, do they do any open air test benches? I don't think I've seen any. If you know of an open air test bench, then please let me know in the old comments. And I tell you what, I may as well. Oh, I'm gonna go all out now. Oh, you guys. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Jeez Louise. Okay, that's a really bad second view. I'm sorry. Right, let me see if I can improve that. I know it's not professional, but there we go. The problem is lighting, I think, is one of the big problems, or competence. One of the two. But yeah, no, Silverstone, from my knowledge, don't have a open air test bench system that I can say, hey, can you send me that? Although if they're bringing one out anytime soon, that would be cool, and then I would use that. Ah, balls. Because I want something mini ITX. Oh no, that's failing all over the place. I haven't got my, or have I? Actually, I don't need it. It's cool. It came out fairly well. Where did that screw go? I don't know. Right. I'm gonna have to deal with this later. Where did the screw go? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Well, that was a good thermal paste application, so pretty happy with that. I was going to say, there we go, but I don't know, is that on? I don't know, you saw it, it's fine. Right, I haven't got any, unprepared, and there's wires. Sorry, that's not full, that's full, I found it. I had to buy WD-40 again, the electronic spray stuff, and not because I wanted to, but because I had to in like the LDO1 review. I like completely like ballsed and up and ran out of stuff, and you just can't buy, or I couldn't find isopropyl alcohol that you can just buy at the store. Or any store near me anyway. Haven't really got any electronic stores. We had a Maplin that closed down, which sucked, but there we go. Sort of chatting nonsense now. Anyways. But yeah, so I couldn't buy any of that, so I had to go with this stuff. Oh, this has just gone everywhere. That is now, it might come on later. Okay, well I hope he's okay. Be cool if he could make it. Oh, he'll make it in time. He'll make it for when I'm like, you know, looking at overclocking stuff. He'll just be something that'll tick into his mind to be like, I need to be there now. Maybe he's watching the new Endgame film. Anyone watching the Endgame film? I don't keep up with that stuff. I'm really bad when it comes to Marvel films. I actually want to watch them, because I do enjoy them, like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. I found that really fun. But yeah, but I just don't have the time or patience to like stick up with that sort of thing. Oh, he's about to take a shower. I suppose that's the same. Hello. There he is. You'll be on later. Dude, go grab a shower. That's not an insult, by the way. Toginen said that. I didn't. That wasn't from me. That was him. I can only talk about what I can go on or something like that. Yeah, catch you later, dude. I repeated what you said, dude. Right, okay. I don't know why I'm cleaning that up so much, but I'm just trying to, yeah. Oh, Memes for Dreams. There's no way I can put any Memes for Dreams stuff on the live stream, because that'll get some sort of... That'll get me in trouble of some sort. Oh, it did that thing. One of these unscrewed. You're gonna hear the. What am I doing? Oh no! Wait there. I don't even need to do that. I just need to grab it and I'll be fine. Did anyone see the last video? Did anyone see my pain in the last video in the LDO one? Not the last, you know, the actual last review. Anyone see the pain of the LDO one? It wasn't the LDO one's fault. It was the motherboard that died. That sucked. Although that motherboard is running the stream very well, so like, you know, there's always that. But I have a feeling that the second I remove the cooler and put it back on, it's just gonna die. So I can't trust it anymore to do any reviews and stuff with. Hence why I'm completely restarting the test system, because I have to. Also, I could do with your guys' opinion on this, because my brain doesn't have enough power to actually work this stuff out by myself. What are your guys' opinions on getting in some sort of noise testing unit? Just nothing expensive. Like, I might spend £100 or something, you know. And I'm trying to be like, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but that's probably not a lot in the like sound testing space. And that's my thing. I actually need to turn this on to silent. Apologies, guys. Right. But getting in some sort of sound testing thing. So when I do thermal testing and that sort of stuff, I will set it to a sound level. What do you think about that? And if so, do you know any sound testing pieces that I can actually use for that sort of thing? Because I'm clueless when it comes to any of that stuff. So, yeah. And then when it comes to that, how do you actually measure the sound like that comes off? I don't know. Like, I obviously a microphone and you put it at a certain distance. That's pretty obvious. But how would you set that up? Because if a case can fit in 6 fans and I put 6 fans in there and another case can only fit 3 fans, then how the hell do you like normalize that? I don't know. But yeah, like so I really don't know. I don't know how to make that work. Like, how do you make that work? Because like if you throw in like 6 fans or something that are in like generic locations, and then you put in 3 fans in like pretty much the same generic locations, so you just knocked one off each sort of front, top, back, or whatever, or 2 from the or, I don't know, 2 from the top and knock off 2 from the top and have 2 front and back. Then I mean, how does that even work? If you're slowing them all down anyway, then you're losing airflow, and it's like, what's even happening at that point? Like, I don't know. So, can you test that, I guess, with a case? I don't know, because then you're not utilizing the case, I guess. Or maybe you just do fan-specific. You go to a certain percentage or something, because then at least if you put 6 fans in instead of 3, then you're actually getting that increase in airflow because you're adding in more fans and you're increasing that airflow instead of decreasing the overall airflow of them. I know there'll be a slight increase anyway. But yeah, I actually have no idea how Gamers Nexus do it. No idea. They have some sort of testing. I haven't actually. That's probably my fault. I haven't actually looked at their website for their testing setup, which they say in every single video. Go to the video description for the testing setup, and I have not done that. So I actually might do that and see if I can get any sort of tips from that sort of thing. The sickness, go pay them more money and ask them that question. And say, yeah, because you can go find that out. If anybody knows, the sickness posted one of those super chats on Gamers Nexus livestream and then just asked them to shout out this channel, which was pretty fun. So yeah, that's probably the biggest advertising I'm going to get from any other channel in a very, very long time. Oh god, I put too much thermal paste on. That was a bad idea. Ugh. I'm gonna go get a little cotton wool stick. This room is getting extremely hot because somebody was and potentially maybe doing building work stuff at one of the neighbours, and I don't want that noise coming through and annoying everyone, so I'm sort of just leaving this room sealed shut from the door and the window. So there's always that. So yeah, that's good fun. Let's get that and wipe that off there. Not an anti-static way of doing this, I know, but you know what? It's not killed it yet, so I doubt it'll kill it this time. Oh no, I just said that. You're not supposed to vocalize those kind of thoughts. Right, now I'm just going to ping that out because I don't know why I've been doing it inside the socket for so long. And, okay. Now I need to go and grab... Actually, I don't. I can just use that cover. That's cool. I'm just going to not touch that for a second. I'll put that cover onto this one. It's all the same socket, so it's not a problem. Right. Let's get rid of that crap. Oh, that dried up. Ew. So, sorry. Yeah, they've written down somewhere. Yeah, okay, cool. When we did that, did what? What did I do? Who did it do? Same angles and distance for air cases. We're fine. Workspace position for the mic. Could imagine 45 degrees from front top. So, if you know what I mean. Next time on GM then. Yeah, please, man. No, don't. That's a joke. Yeah. I think what I'd probably do is back, front and side, because one side noise test should be very similar to the other side noise test. I'm not sure about top, but I mean, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't look exactly super pleased. Yes. He just seemed. It's because one of those things when you're trying to stay active with the stream, I guess you just read out everything to just keep talking and be active. And then he just read it out because that's what he's just an autopilot reading it out, and he's like, "Ah, damn, I got bamboozled." And he got just tricked into reading out some sort of thing. So I don't know. Who knows? Actually, there's a thing. When or where is the next Computex? Or I don't know where these things are held. I don't know enough about it. I probably should. But anyway, when is the next like PC hardware event that is like anywhere near the UK? Because if someone can let me know, then like, I'm not saying that go there and just meet him. I'm just saying like that would be quite cool to actually like at some point go and do that sort of thing. So yeah. Okay, so that's a very well cleaned up processor. So I'm gonna slide that back in. Ooh, that back needs a little bit of a wipe. What's going on there? That needs a little bit of a clean. Is there an issue in the socket at all? No, the socket's clean. Oh no, there's a little bit of an overspill going on there. So I think it's just some thermal paste went a little bit weird. I'm just going to be very gentle with this because I don't fancy like doing something unsafe anti-static wise on this socket. On the I guess it's a, what is this called? Is this the LGA? Yeah, this is the LGA, and then the pin is on there. What is it? I don't. What do I know? Is it land grid array? Land grid array, I think it is. What do I know, eh? What do I know? Right. Okay. Actually, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute the stream very quickly. I'm just gonna use like an air compressor to blow dry this to make sure. Right. Bear with me. So I'm muting the mic. Hello? Yes, it worked. Okay, good. Okay, just want to make sure that was clean. Last thing I want to do is build this up and have to rebuild it and all that sort of stuff afterwards. Okay, let's see. So, I'm just going to throw this, and what I'll do is actually go mobile. I should have moved this and then gone mobile. Ah, jeez. Okay, so. Oh yeah, I also worked out the problem. If anyone who watched one of the last streams, I also worked out the problem with everything being like less than 30 frames a second. I think it's 30 frames a second now. The problem was exposure timing on all the cameras. So I had the camera setup and with the exposure time being too high, and then I wasn't using gain because I was like, oh, I don't use gain, it'll make everything grainy. So I removed the gain to remove the grain, and I maxed the exposure time. But the exposure time then brings in a lot of motion blur, and that also increases because I think when you increase the motion blur, it's got to go from you'll have a certain amount of blur from like one frame to the next. So it gets to a certain point where you have to like widen the gaps between frames to allow that blur to happen. So yeah, that was that. So apologies for that, but I did work it out eventually. Yeah. So anyway, I quite like this look of this board. It's quite appealing. Anyway, sorry. I did check this one before, and it does seem completely fine. So I haven't got any problems. Oh, that's dirty as hell. What a crappy job I did. It's only the sides, but you know the big problem is that whenever you go like, oh, that's not quite good enough, and you go, oh, I'll just fix that, and then you drop it, and then it ends up being like, oh, well, I would have preferred it to be a little bit mucky, and then instead of dropping it and then it being mostly broken. So there we go. Cool. Little wiggle just to make sure it's seated in correctly. Oh, I forgot to do the... Aren't we all supposed to do this kind of thing? Where you just go, yeah, it's the Core i7 6700K, which is not exactly the newest processor. But you know what? It's good enough, and I'm cheap, so I'll keep it. Well, it wasn't cheap when it came out, so I suppose there's that. There you go. And then the socket cover goes... Oh yeah, that was my job of keeping the background of the screen relatively tidy. So I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Oh no, I'm hooking the motherboard. Ah no. I'm sorry. Right. So then this goes back onto the socket. I'm sure you can't see much because I'm actually trying to concentrate on making sure this. Oh no, you can see stuff. All right. Well, there's me. So, okay. So put that on, and then find the cover, and then just slot the cover right back on there. And yeah, don't worry, I didn't hit the pins. It's fine. Cool. So that's fine now. No issues. Good stuff. Right. So I'm gonna do that so I don't make people sick. Okay, going well. Going well. Going well. This is such a high quality stream. Yes, I'm doing my best. So, yeah, I quite like the way it's set up at the moment. I just think it's yeah, I think it kind of works for me, I guess, which is great. So yeah, actually that's one thing what I'm going to do is when I get round to setting up the rest of the testing system, I'm going to whack this power supply unit sideways, and then you can see the really nice, I really like the base of this power supply unit, or the fan grill. So if I go mobile, see that? That's such a cool looking one. And then you can make the fan go round. I don't recommend doing that, but it's fine. But like that's such a cool it's a cool looking fan grill, and it's a really nice power supply unit. But I'm gonna be able to canter that sideways and have the mini ITX thing up here with that little basically a mini ITX PCI Express holder thing there, and then it'll all be nice and flat. And I'll remove these and I'll warm mount it. Actually, that'll be really good for testing. Oh. That would be really good for testing. I'm not going to wall mount it. No, I'm not going to put it on a wall. What am I doing? Right, okay, let's get on with stuff. Let's put those things to the side on this carefully placed lid of a thing. Those, you can get those from IKEA. They're just a lid for a box, and they're actually really good. I wonder if you can buy them separately, but they're really good. Like if you just have the box for like storing stuff on a shelf, and then just use the lid for running around and having things like little parts trays and stuff. That makes me think I do still need to get one of those magnetic parts trays. And I also need to go and get my toolbox. Sorry guys, sorry. Actually I won't get the whole toolbox, I'll just get the tray. Actually, you know what, screw it, I'll get the whole toolbox, and I've shown you this to you guys before. I hope you can still hear me, it should be able to pick me up from there. But this, I thought was a stroke of genius. Now, lots of companies do this, or a few. I'll make it. I have to. How the hell did that get there? I don't know. Right. Oh, well, that's just completely destroyed the motherboard. Right. This is a super cool toolbox, and I'll put it on there. Oh, it's actually covered a bit in like sawdust at the bottom. You can see. So yeah, this is a super cool piece of kit. So, okay, it's super cool for people like me. So yeah, it's just nifty. So you've got your little toolbox at the top. Sorry if this is like going through the mic. I'm sorry. I've put a filter on there to knock down the bumps and stuff, but hopefully that's okay. So you've got a box thing at the top. I'm gonna click this down just to see where it peaks. Sorry, but anyway, in here, if you're like tech building stuff, you don't need a huge like toolboxing at the top. And if frankly, you should have a toolbox that's like full of other stuff. Okay, the second I try to present this as a really cool thing, it fails spectacularly. Am I being an idiot here? Or, I don't know. That's not opening. Right, I'm going to take this off there, just so I can prise this thing open. Oh, it was being fine, I was just being an idiot. I was being overly cautious, so I didn't actually, like, screw around with you guys in the mic too much. But anyway, so, this super cool thing, so it opens up like that, and then you have trays. And then what I do is I'll mobile. What I do is I name these things with different projects. So that's the Silverstone TD02 RGB, and that's where I had all my screws and stuff. And then you can just open the tabs up, and you've got an organizer. So you can put all the crap in there, and it has like removable walls and stuff, which is a blessing and a burden, but it's really damn cool. And then I have one of those for all my screws and stuff, for general building stuff. I've got one of them for all sorts of resistors and like crap for like an Arduino project that I'm midway through doing at the moment, which I will show you guys at some point. And then I have two left over for any current projects, which is really freaking cool. So I think that's awesome. And more than this is a Von House one. Actually, the same people who do the stand, they just do all sorts of stuff. They're just one of those companies. But I need that one. But I think it's just a really cool thing. And if you're looking for something like that yourself, then they do sell this kind of thing on Amazon. Just search for like toolbox things, and you'll eventually find one. I can't remember what it's called. I don't think it's got a name on here. But yeah, really. This is a stream about building a computer, I promise. But anyway, so yeah, I just needed this because I will need that at some point in the future. And I'll put it up there for now. So, where were we at? That was done. I've got the processor, so we can put that away. But yeah, so I will be making a mini ITX build of that in the future, which should be kind of cool. But yeah, I also need to perhaps get some of this aluminium angle down here so I can mount radiators to it if I do AIO. More AIO stuff in the future, but I'm not really sure about doing AIO reviews because I don't know, they just don't seem all that. I don't know if people are that interested in that sort of stuff. People seem to be really interested in cases. That is racking something. Oh, that's why I want to go around the back. But can I just feed that through? Come on, come on. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Sorry about noises. Ooh. Didn't think about that so much. Right, I will. Oh. I throw that Core P3 round way more than I probably should, but it can take it. It's a tank. That thing is an absolute tank. So there we go. That's what we got. So now we want to throw on the. Normally we throw on the cooler now, which I normally do. We'll just throw it inside a case. In fact, no, we'll just install the 660p now, because that seems to make the most sense. While it's here, then I don't have to climb inside some sort of inside the case once it's done. 1 hour in, install the CPU. Frankly, if you're into this channel at all, you know what you came for. I take like 15 minutes. No, I'm not. No, but for anybody who's new to the channel, if like you know this channel, like you should be completely understanding of like how long it takes me to do anything. It takes me like 50 minutes or 40, I think it was, to explain all the things about like a £20 case. So I don't know, and that's the thing, like I shouldn't do that, hence why I started this review like stream thing. You can see in the bottom left hand corner there's the Rapids review stream. the idea of this was that I'd be able to do like quick builds in live, so I can just chat with you guys, because I really want to do that more often, because it's just good fun. Even though there's like 10 people here, it really doesn't matter, because it's just like a confidence booster every now and then. You know, it's just to get interaction and, I don't know, feel human and talk to people, I guess, rather than just be like huddled into like my my little corner doing my reviews. But yeah, so chatting to people and just, you know, conversing and stuff is good fun. And then you also get feedback on all sorts of stuff live. Not necessarily what the build is like at the second, but other stuff. Why does that not go back in? What's the resistance? I don't know. Anyway, that, you know, that doesn't matter. Why am I... We don't need that stuff. Right, let's get the other camera back in, because it's cool. And I'll also use the 6 terabyte hard disk drive box to help me out here. I shouldn't rub that across. That's probably an anti-static nightmare. It's probably bricked the whole board. But there we go. I'm trying to preset it up so you guys don't have a headache when it comes to actually watching me do something. Yeah, that's a problem. I did have some sort of thing for this before. I swear I had this like down, but oh, nailed it. Look at that. It like straddles the thing so well. Shouldn't say that too often. Right, let's go. Mobile. Yeah. Cool. Actually, we can go mobile and desk for that, just so we got a little bit more context about what's going on. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Couldn't go better. So I'm just gonna hand screw this spacer in. Actually, is that the right size? Yes, it is. I haven't got a rear I/O for this thing. It didn't come with one, so I'm gonna have an exposed rear I/O. If anyone can send me one for if anyone can see anything on eBay, if you're just bored and want to look around for stuff, if you can see a ASRock Z170M Pro 4S rear I/O just for sale on eBay or somewhere, just send me the link, and send me the link on Facebook or something, on the AV Techie Facebook, and I will go and buy that, because I would like one on here, but this that would take that would be effort. Anyway, sorry, I'm barely keeping up with chat. I'm just chatting like an idiot. But again, you've seen my reviews. You knew what you were getting yourself into. Okay, that's cool. But I have got a screw, which I did salvage from something else, which I can't remember what it came from. Oh, it came from the Mini ITX thing. Should be okay. I don't think I've got a Philips One. I haven't got a Philips One. I've got 3 flatheads. I have 3 flatheads. Why do I have 3 flatheads? Who has 3 flatheads in a thing? How many flatheads do you need? I don't exactly cry with them. Right, let's find one. I think there's one in my drill box. Yeah. The amount of tools I've bought. Just like little bits of tools and things like that, just for doing like this one project. It's quite mad. Right, okay, so I've got a Philips One now. Right, let me have a little look. So, I saw Double U come in to the chat earlier on, and I didn't react. So, welcome to the stream. Custom is mainly for looks unless you want. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, custom loops are just you know, if you really like your computer that much. Oh, no. Okay, no, that'll be fine. I'll use a 2.5-inch drive screw. I'm pretty sure that's what this thing wants. You might be able to see here that this little... No. Ah, come on. There you go. I had a little set here. If I can... I'm not even going to try. But I had like this little screw here that I got from another box. And that's so overexposed because that's just what things do. But that is not the one I need for this. So I'm going to see if... Is that going to hold it? Is this what it needs? Slowly. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. that's that. I've already installed Windows on that, so we don't have to goof around later if we're going to jump into stuff, depending on how much time we've got. Who knows if this just all takes way too long, like with the GPU stuff or whatever I did in the last one. Who knows? We might just come back tomorrow and just do some goofing around with some live streaming and pushing this system a little further. And maybe Game Tech UK will have more time for that then. But we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. But yeah. Yeah, custom loops. One thing I found with custom loops when it comes to it, like I used to do more stuff on the channel with like water cooling stuff, but like the LDO1 would have been a prime example to do a water cool build with it. But for time reasons, I just can't right now at the second. I've got other priorities and stuff I need to deal with. But I've just fallen out of like the water cooling stuff. It's good fun when you do it once in a while, but when you're crunched for time and you need a video that's gonna be I don't know, that's gonna be giving more information. Custom water cooling just doesn't give you information. It's so pointless. You can't really compare one system to another with water cool loops because you throw in two 240mm radiators, and all of the results normalize because you've got two 240mm radiators. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see actually on the camera settings for this. Let me just see if I can identify which one it is. That one. I'm gonna see if I can put not the exposure time. Oh. Is exposure time going to be the only one that's going to let me manually do? I don't know. Okay, I'll try and manually tweak the settings for the exposure time on this camera here, because clearly that is way too overexposed and you can't see any information, which is just, what's the point on tuning into a stream if you can't get any information? I suppose information from a stream is probably, I don't know, one of the last things that you can actually get. I don't know. Right, okay, so that's that. Now we could probably do with actually getting the damn case out, or installing the brackets and stuff for the AIO. Because that's one thing we can do. Oh, you can still see. Yeah, I knew there was a reason I did this. Right, I'm going to get the brackets and stuff out. You know what? There we go. There you go. It took me a second. Right, fans, yes. In fact, fans without all the crap with it, yes. Oh, that's a lot of cables. Right, then we want cooler. I always pack these things away relatively neatly, because I do intend with half of this stuff to just sell them. But I mean, this was one of the first things that was given to me by a company, and that's kind of got some sentimental value to it in a sense. I like the Arctic cooler so much, I just don't think I can get rid of it. Right. That must be the one I need. That one, I don't even. And that's LGA 2011. Right, don't need that. Obviously not working with LGA 2011 here, so we can just deal with this. Let's put that over there. Sorry, I just bumped the mic stand. Oh, I'm a terrible person. You know what? I'm just going to put this out of the way, just so it causes less headaches. That's cool. That can go over there. That's okay. Right, let's get this thing on. Wow, look how wonky those are. Okay, I'm going to go back to mobile. And I'm also going to just slightly adjust the gain down a little bit, just so you guys can actually like see stuff. There we go. Hopefully that's better for you guys. Hope you can see more. Arctic cooler fits with the chair. I know. Well, I could put these fans to white, and that would fit. Oh yeah, there's a controller for these things as well. Ah, damn. That's a pain in the butt. Oh no, there's not. I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I? Who sent you here? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Those are going to be confusing, and I may just like, I don't know, I could swap these out in a later date, but whatever. I'll just roll with them. I think I can actually stick some things on there, but I might not even hook up RGB for the sake of I can't be bothered. And frankly, RGB for me, for an editing PC, not even a thing that's really required. So yeah. Right, let's see. But the simplicity. Yes, I know. Oh no. I had some guy Oh, that was amazing. Oh, it was so funny. There was a guy that was saying that they, with their Dark Rock 4, they went onto the chat on my review, and they said that they were going to sue, or they had us. They said they had got in contact with a solicitor to like sue Be Quiet because their cooler, the Dark Rock 4, broke his motherboard and his CPU. Clearly, and I was like, okay, fine, go to a solicitor, do what you want, but all they have to do is just go look on YouTube at all the reviews and all the computers that are working with this, and the fact that we can present to you that it works, and you've lost your case. And he didn't respond to that. But it's like, why would you even like, you know? I understand you got to. From the perspective of this guy, he's just spent a lot of money and he's really irritated and he wants to blame someone else but himself. But you know, it wasn't Be Quiet's fault. Let's just be realistic about that. Okay. Okie dokie. But yeah. Okay, so that's good. Oh, now which one was? Oh, it's no. Okay, this really wound me up. Right here. Right. Can you see where it says Intel there? Yeah. And can you see where it says AMD here? You would potentially think that, oh, for the Intel one, I hold the Intel there and I place it like so. No, that's not how that works. You need to go Intel logo, or Intel like name goes face down, and AMD goes face up. How weird is that? I don't know about you, but that kind of seems a little bit odd to me, because then you have AMD showing on your Intel build. It makes sense once you know it, but initially it's like, I don't get that. But it's like you have AMD showing on your Intel build. And it's like, why have you got AMD showing on your Intel build? I mean, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, Intel fanboy, let's just, you know, who needs it? Right, how did this work? How did this work? Let me think. Right. Okay, no, that comes off. These go in. Now this is really calling on some forethought or some previous thought. So these, you get this sort of setup here, which means these are held in place with like a little washer. Wow, I'm gonna break this thing before I even get the thing started. Jeez. Right. And why don't I actually change to a bit of a more beneficial view for you guys? That's a bit better, I think. So you can actually see like what, you know, with a little bit more. I don't know. Okay, that's better. Okay, hopefully that's good for you guys. So putting all that crap on, and I like it because these are like semicircle shaped, which a lot are on coolers. I'm not saying this is unique, but it means it just doesn't rotate in that socket, which is great. It's kind of like what the Hyper 212 Evo did, but a lot better. Good. So that's there. Okay. I have a feeling this is just, I'm going to start the system up and it just won't work. Oh, that would suck so bad. I was so excited when I got this board as well because it was £40. £40 for a micro ATX board on eBay. Like, I don't know if anybody knows anything about that, about buying these like micro ATX boards on eBay, but that's cheap as hell. Just making sure they're all in the right position because I don't want to goof on that. Cool. And that's cool. Right, good. And then AMD face up because that makes a lot of sense. Cool. Then we flip this around and make sure it doesn't go clattering down. Good, that's there. Cool, and then down there. And then we need to go for. Okay, no. Okay, I'm up to speed. So those go in place now. They're supposed to have some friction, but this one just doesn't. It's like lost it, and that's the problem when you go for like a plastic friction fit system or whatever. It just once you've lost the friction after many builds, you've lost the friction. So it kind of loses its utility. So after like 10 installs, this thing would be, you know, pretty much toast. So that's done. We're good. Now we can put that to the side and we can throw stuff in elsewhere. Now I'll only be throwing in, I'll be like cool on the drives for now because I don't think I need to throw in loads and loads of drives. Just make those weird music noises. Which music noise? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so I'll throw this to the side. I'm not going to go mental on the drives now because most of the drives are actually in the system that is currently being built. Or they're currently running the stream, I'm sorry. So I need to transfer loads of data. I mean, I've probably got about 3 terabytes of data to shift over to different things. So yeah, so that'll be something. That's going to be an interesting setup for that stuff because I actually have not built a system that has this much storage, this much RAM. I haven't used. No, I have used. I've got, for some reason in my workplace, they have 32 gigabyte sticks of RAM, just 32 gig single sticks in the systems, and I don't know why they didn't go dual channel. They just went single channel with a single 32 gig stick. So I got one from another one and put it in. So I have 64 gigs in my workstation in work, which is pretty fun. Not that I actually need it, although I did max out before when I was making this big Google Maps like map or something. I did max out the RAM on it, and it just said not enough memory, so that was good. Anyway, let's put that to the side, and to the side I mean, oh, it's quite a big desk, but when you actually let's put it down there. I'm sure that won't fall off. Okay, good. So that's that. So I can actually stick. All the rubbish can go down the side. I'll deal with it later. All the stuff I don't need, but those stuff I can actually throw towards there. I'll try and keep things relative, but whatever. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. I just nudged that when it was bouncing on its edge. So now we can get the case out, I think. Now I think it's time to get the case out. We'll put that down on the side for now. And I prefer doing this sitting down. It's so much nicer. I did actually think I had an issue with this chair because I did a review on this chair and it was really quite nice. But I actually thought I had a problem with it in terms of back pain. But it's actually okay. It just turns out that I sort of knackered my back elsewhere, so that was cool. And it just caused, like, I was sat in the back of a car for about an hour and a half after a meeting. I had to go to a meeting the other day. Sat in the back of this car, and I was just, the amount of pain I was in, just from silly things. Anyway, Ripjaws 5, that's staying. We have got the sniper. I don't need that. What I need, though, is Velcro. A throwback to some other person's video. I hope there's I don't know. It's the worst throwback, but I have a Swiss Army knife. Let's hope that there's a screwdriver in it. And that's what I need for that. And I also need the power supply in it, which is there, which I'll grab in a second. And the case. That whole Verge thing was weird. That's just a weird situation. I don't need these fans, so I'm going to put these fans somewhere that is less in the way on the floor there. They're really nice fans though, so should not disrespect them too much. I'm going to get zapped by this now. Have I gotten the right view? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I hope it has a freaking screwdriver. Like just get a screwdriver. Just get get a scythe cooler like I have, and get their screwdriver. It's a nice screwdriver. It's I mean, it's not complex. It's not like it's some sort of really cool dynamic variable. What's it? I don't want to bash this on the desk because it's going to make noise. So I'm going to just do it on the floor over here and just pull it out and then gently lower it because I haven't got a super complex sound system with like vibration dampening stuff. Have you seen my sound? Have you seen this setup? No, you haven't seen the setup. Right. You're going to see exactly how silly this is and how much silliness I went through to try and actually make this sound anywhere near competent. Okay. So, right, mobile. There you go. This is my sound setup. It's an arm that is clamped to the desk, and it has my mic up on the top. So, and to reduce the vibration from the springs whenever I touch the desk, I have these Velcro straps just lashed around it. all over the place. Oh yeah, and I also screwed a hole, or screwed and threaded a hole so I could put my thing on there. Like, this is how much I really want to refrain from bashing the desk. Because if I accidentally bash the desk, sorry, that was a bit weird. If I accidentally bash the desk, it's going to cause all sorts of headaches with a big box. So that was just some insight into the madness of what's going on. Let's just get that out because it just makes it easier. Okay. Good. Okay, that's not going to cause any problems. And we have a case. Oh, I guessed that quite well. So we will take this off, and I'll put it in the box. I was going to throw it around, but that's not helpful for anyone, least of which myself, who has to clean this up later. Alright. There is my case. Okay. Tempered glass. Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of tempered glass, not so much RGB. Oh, Ben. Yeah, Ben, comments. Comment section. The sickness, he found the video. Did you sell the cooler without the screwdriver included? No. I still have the cooler. I still have the cooler. I wouldn't do that. I'd sell this would go back with them. Like, I wouldn't do that. That would be really cruel. Just like keep that. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be no good. And it's also a bonus for people who like buy coolers on eBay that I sell, because they get the thermal paste with it as well, because I don't test with the thermal paste that comes with the coolers, because that's silly, because it means you're getting testing inconsistencies. So that's that. This case is the Silverstone Precision PS15. This was sent to me by Silverstone. I didn't pay a penny for it. That is my disclaimer. I reviewed this. They sent it for a review. They haven't like sponsored this video or this this live stream at all. I'm just saying that just so I'm covered, just so I don't mislead anyone with anything like that. Although I will say that my opinions are as honest as I can make them with this case, and I still think they should put a 3.5 inch drive bay thing going on here. But you can get adapters, which I may do in the future. But anyway, so yeah, it might be worth actually completely de-riveting this this drive bay thing in here. I might need to whack up the exposure a little bit on this, just to make sure that you guys can actually see, because that's one thing that's a huge pain in the butt when you're dealing with a. Ooh, I'm gonna help you guys out a little bit, and me, because it makes the stream tolerable. Oh, this is gonna be awkward to fit in place. The cable for this thing is here, so I'm having to go underneath it every time I go and grab something. That's why the noises. It's not sexual, honestly, I promise. That goes there. Just so you guys can actually see, because I know it's just impossible. It's really difficult to make reviews with cases that are just all black, which is like every case, and all white for that regard. A coloured case is so much easier to work with because it has a much bigger contrast just by nature of its colour. So there we go. Gaming Tech UK, how you doing, man? Okay, Gaming Tech UK. First things first. I nearly broke the damn things. First things first. And where's the... there it is. Gaming Tech UK, Gaming Tech UK. Let's go to mobile and old RAM, new RAM. Courtesy of Gaming Tech UK. He didn't send them, but he actually like pointed out a better set of RAM being this stuff. Well, he pointed out another stuff, and then I found this. But he basically got me to actually reconsider what RAM I was using. So I would have been using this 32 gig, 16 gig set, but now I'm using this 32 gig set because Gaming Tech UK got me to reconsider my life. Like, this will be far better for editing. I was like, aha, yes, that is correct. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I know 32 would be better, but I didn't see that there was the price drop that there was, and also that's completely out of exposure correctly because reasons. Right, let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this desk camera sorted out because it needs to be slightly higher exposed because otherwise you guys are gonna see nothing. Configure video. Configuring video midstream. That is how everyone rolls. It's not coming. Oh no, is it? Oh crap! It didn't come up. Oh jeez. Yeah, it did. There we go. Okay, right now I need to. Gain needs to come up a little bit. I think that's about right. My skin tone might go weird in this, but that's okay because I think you guys can deal with me looking strange. That's no secret thing. Why are Noctua fans so ugly yet so good? Why can't they make them sexier? Because I think the situation with Noctua is that there's no reason for that. Yeah, I was gonna say it's because they've got such a massive industrial I don't know, marketplace that the consumer stuff doesn't really matter all that much for them. But yeah, they have started making black ones, which is good. But yeah, their marketplace is mainly industrial in terms of their earnings, from what I gathered. So they don't really have a need to actually, I don't know, bow down to anyone's wants or wishes for others, for the consumer hardware. But it still makes no sense because they would sell way more of what they've got if they just went with black. But because perhaps maybe they don't want to go that far into the consumer space and become all that popular, and they just want the people who are really passionate about their products to be using their products. Maybe it's that. And that, people who just love their products for their performance, and they just want to deal with people who love their performance and not have a pile of people who are like, oh, black sexy fans and stuff. And then, I suppose maybe perhaps you filter out a certain type of person by creating a product in a certain way, which is obviously true. That's just marketing 101, I guess. But yeah, so okay, so we've got everything. I'm getting rid of that stock fan because I'm not having a stock fan, and also I'm going to rip off the other panels because I don't need them, at least yet. I'm just going to leave the screws on the side just because I don't know. Oh, see, that's a problem with punch-out panels. No, oh, have I got a spare one in there? Please tell me I have a spare one. No, that's a problem with punch-out panels. I don't need it. Okay, I'm a really weird person because what kind of person's like, oh no, I need a panel to go back on there because I'm not using a GPU after I used a GPU. Okay, I'm a weird use case, but I still like the fact that of manufacturers that include replacement panels instead of just getting rid of them. Oh, I should not leave. I thought that was my crap case underneath the thing, but I've actually got the weird. I'm that guy who's got an LDO1 case, all tempered glass, and is hiding it under his desk because I don't know, it's easier. Pretty sure anyone who gets an LDO1 has not bought an LDO1 to stick it underneath their case. It's a good case. I recommend it. It's got some quirks to it, so bear in mind, but it's a good case all round. But I didn't actually say that in my review. I didn't say I recommend this case and you should go buy it. I just said if you want it, go get it there. Like, you can get it from here and it'll give a kickback to the channel. So I suppose there's that. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of saying I think this is how you should spend your money. It kind of seems a little bit odd for somebody to do that. I thought, I saw dropping by your streams. I thought it said dropping frames. Hi, dude. I said, oh, you're dropping frames. I was like, oh no. Okay, I should stream more often, but like it's when you're trying to make a competitive channel with regards to actually making it I don't know, known enough. Okay, just so you guys and your ears are intact, I'm doing this off of the base. Oh yes, I can do my I can do a little zoom in on my soldering job that I had to do, which slightly melted the back of the housing of the connector. Oh. I really don't want that connection there. I don't care about lighting. Can I get rid of that? I don't want blue light on this. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that. Right, okay, we're gonna go super close up. Okay, okay, here, and this is where I'm gonna fail horrendously now. No, I can do this, I can do this. Yeah. Okay, if you can see this here, see this little bit of black there, and oh, this is getting way more technical. Oh, look at the zoom. There we go. That there is a soldering job I had to do. There's the focus. There you go. That's a soldering job I had to do to get the connector back on, because before it came off. And that was when I pulled off the front of the case when it was all built and all the wires were wired in and cable managed and everything was holding it all in place. So I had to solder it back on. I think it still works. But that's one of the reasons I kind of don't want to sell this case. Oh, geez. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so let's zoom back out. Let's stick focus value back. And actually, let's stick focus value on normal. But anyway, let's go back to that. Oh. We can get a cool, I don't know, high definition frame of that because it's HD, but it's like cropped. So it's like you're getting yourself more pixels for your space or something. Anyway, that's what I had to do for that. I'm gonna actually see. I'm gonna grab back that thing, and I'm gonna see if I can just somehow remove this LED in a way that doesn't wreck the front panel. I don't want to like do something permanent where I have to like solder wires back together or crimp them back together, because I just don't like that. Not a fan of that. Meshify C or Define C? I'd go Meshify, just because I really like the look of it, and I don't know. A child, I don't know. No, I like Meshify. It looks really cool. I don't know why I haven't reviewed it. I should have reviewed it by now, but there you go. Okay, so we're gonna see. Now, this is what happens when I put it on autofocus, by the way. It was on manual focus before. Oh, I hate it already. Stop doing weird things, you silly thing. Right. Right, let's see if I can... Okay, that's... There you go. Cool. Autofocus values, man. Never work. I rarely use autofocus when I'm doing review stuff, because it's just such a pain in the butt. It'll just decide to snap to something completely irrelevant in the distance. I'm only trying to do this because I don't want a random connector. Also, I'm really not bothered. I prefer to have, like in the LDO one, I didn't actually point out the Silverstone logo, but it was clear to see in video footage. But I just don't. Oh, is this gonna be awful? Maybe I should do it from the side where you... Okay. Like, if I wanted to, I could put electrical tape there. Yes! Well done, Silverstone. You actually made that easy. Okay. Nice. So that there is a module you can't see because I've screwed up the focus value. I think that works. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think that works. But yeah, so those are the LEDs. That's a little LED kit. A little overexposed, but yeah. So that's cool. I can get rid of that super easy. That's a headache that I'm glad I didn't have to actually deal with. And that stuff, that cover, can just go in the bin. I'll put it over there. Okay, cool. Okay, nice. That was easy. How far are we into the stream? And like I've only just like sorted out a front panel. Let's have a look. Oh, way too far into the stream. An hour 20. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Large run. Okay. I think that's the case I'm looking at. Whatever. Right. Let's see. Convert to Make sure I see his under subject. Am I supposed to do? Was that me? Should I? Okay, I should. I assume that's me, but that's probably good. Good advice. I should get back on everything. Right. So that's that. That's cool. I'm just gonna replace these screws because they just need replacing, and I'll put that back on autofocus because I appreciate you guys, but I also just want to I'm not gonna be doing this for very long, so I may as well just fly through this. Using Logitech's awesome software to work out where you should look. Oh, and I'm also using a Philips 1 when I should be using a Philips 2 because I don't know things. Cool, so that's that. Okay, is there anything that I don't want? No, that's kind of fine. Okay, I'm kind of cool with that. Right, let's go back to desk and mobile. There you go. Okay, good. Good. I need 2 screens. This doesn't work so well with 1 screen. Actually, can I do... Okay, that's... Why is that an option? Oh, Christ. Okay, whatever. Let's see if I can crunch that side. Sorry, guys. This is what happens. This is me. This is me. Right, okay, good. That's done. So that can go over to the side. Okay, alright, that's just a Silverstone now, so it's not gonna light up blue. That's a little classier, I think. I'm cool with that. Don't want it blue, and I don't want a connector as well. That's the more valuable thing to me, is getting rid of the connector. Right, I'm gonna throw this back over here, and I hope it doesn't, it's not very jarring just being in the corner and potentially moving from side to side, but it gives you another angle, I guess, on things. So let's get on with, get rid of that because I don't need it now. We can throw that onto the side panel. We can get rid of this fan. And there we go. Okay. And I'm not using the ratchet because I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't want me to. Getting the balance between using the knurled edge and then using the actual grip. And I haven't got with me a pile of fans, but I'm probably going to be using a pile of fans, ones that Ben Cross sent over, because Ben Cross sent me a load of fans. And I was planning on doing something really stupid with them with an Arduino. I've got a spare Arduino now because I actually had to buy an off-brand Arduino. Well, I didn't have to, but I've spent enough on this little project I'm doing already. But I bought an official Arduino because I was like, yeah, hell, you support the creators of the thing, that's a good thing. But I needed just a few more pinouts, and the cost of getting the larger one would have been the cost of getting a small one anyway. I was just kind of like, do I really want to spend another 25 quid on this the Arduino Mega? And I was just like, not really. For £12 I can get the off-brand one. Okay. So I did support them initially, and the only reason I went off-brand is because I have already supported the creator, and I would have bought the bigger one if I knew I had to in the first place. Killian, bye guys. Okay. See you, dude. I didn't even say hi in the first place, but hi and catch you around. Right, that can go over into the PS15 pile over there. Okay. I didn't remove all these, or they're still in there from when they were before. Great. Right, so let's get that installed now. Hopefully that's visible there. Let's pick up this. You know what? No, I'm going power supply unit first. I go power supply unit first just because it's a big heavy unit, and if I accidentally slip and drop or something and it hits it bashes into the motherboard, it's more detrimental than if the motherboard bashes into, the light motherboard bashes into the heavy in-place rugged power supply unit. If you get what I'm saying, it's just a concern that I just don't want to concern myself with. Let's put that on the floor. Okay, So power supply units, yes. Silverstone have sent me one, and I'm just gonna save it though for other stuff. Now, I'm gonna go. This fan runs always anyway, so I'm going fan side up, just because it runs at low speed anyway, and I'd rather the noise of that not directly come outside the case, and it can just be used as another additional part of airflow. But there's no graphics card above this thing, and there likely won't be for a very long time, so it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, so question is, are there power supply unit screws in there, or do I actually have to go and get some from the box? I think we could do it. No, I think that's exposed enough. I was going to whack the exposure up a little bit more on that, or the gain on it a little bit more, but yeah. Did I get around to cleaning all the fans? Yes, I did, and I used my like 50-watt PC compress air blower motorized thing. It was really good at doing it, and the amount of dust that came off them was mental. So, but what can I expect? The damn thing came to me for free, so I can't exactly complain, can I? Well, it came to me for free, like, you know, pretty much, considering, I mean, frankly, you could regard, like, 90% of what was sent to me basically free. And why am I doing this the most awkward way possible? There you go. You can see the power supply unit. In fact, I think I am going to knock the gain up a touch. If I whack it up too far, then just let me know. But I just want to make sure you guys can actually see some stuff. And considering that desk camera is going to be in for this for the most part, then yeah, may as well. Desk camera properties, configure video, yeah, and just whack up the gain a touch. I don't want to like whack the exposure up too much. And then, so I'm just keeping an eye on stuff. Brightness can come down. Ah! Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, guys. Just trying to... Okay, I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. If I do it too much. What case is it? This is the Silverstone PS15. Or Silverstone Precision Series PS15, if you, to be very specific about it. See, I should just put this on its base, and that would make this just easier. But why do things the easy way when you can do them the hard way? And let's just see. A little bit left. Oh, has that got the base pads in there? Okay. That has not got the base pads in there because these ones are weak as hell. And they're not that soft, right? Yeah, they've got like hard foam, like little pads in them. And like, they're okay, but I already wore through the two after I did the unbuild. So like, not all that great. So what I'm going to do is instead go and get, bear with me, got to go under the cable. Right, I'm going to go get... which ones do I want? I want that stuff. Yeah. And I need some scissors, which are there. I've got this 3mm thick neoprene strip thing. Sorry, guys. I got this 3mm thick neoprene strip stuff, whatever it is. I don't even know what am I even looking at. There you go. So it's this stuff. I'm just gonna cut some strips of it. And I'll actually like just throw that on the power supply unit, and you guys can like see some activity, I guess. There you go. And yeah, it's not going to be great in terms of color and that sort of stuff, but you know, it's better than, you know, that's cool. Cool. Let's just cut a little bit of this up. Silverstone PS15. Silverstone something or other, yeah. Silverstone PS15. And let's just go for... I'm just making little squares. And this stuff is really quite industrial, and it's like, although cheap as hell. But I'm pretty sure this stuff is going to be better for vibration dampening. It is softer and it's thicker, so it should compress to be roughly the same target height. No, Very good. That is. Should compressor be roughly the same target height as the last one was, as the previous ones were, but it is softer, so should be better for vibration dampening. There you go. And where did the other one go? Oh no, I just cut them in half, so I need to make another one. Oh, are those ketchup and mustard cables? Yes, they are. They're braided ketchup and mustard cables, which makes them ever so slightly less disgusting. Let's just make sure those edges are fixed down, because they are overlapping, because I've got larger ones than usual. I've gone from like a diamond position just because I know I'll never be able to make it straight, so off angle is just easier to aim for. Okay, good. That's that. So now I'm going to switch back to that camera. Oh, did I like break that thing? I don't know. Right. Okay, that works kind of well. Oh yeah, I saw, I think it was Toginen or something said, nice plant. Yeah, I'm including plants more in my videos. They just make, adding a bit more green and like that sort of stuff, I think is just nicer. So, that's going to be a thing that I'm going to do. Let's flip this round now. This case is so light when you have nothing in it. That's just what you get from like a cheaper case. It's what you expect. But the funny thing is, a cheap case does the same thing as an expensive case. Just does it in a less expensive way. Oh, this is better. Ooh. Okay, it's probably not a good idea. It's probably a good idea that I don't have large stuff in here. One it. Did this case say it could only fit in a 150mm power supply? Do I want to reconsider this? Okay, well, I shouldn't be doing this anyway right now. I should be plugging in all the cables. So I'm gonna just reconsider that. How many drives do I need? I've got this. I've got two 2.5-inch drives, but I don't need them both. I need to. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. ASRock. Yeah, that's the one. No GPU, 6700K. And yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. This can only take 150mm power supply unit, and I don't want to put in the nice one that Ben sent me because it's too nice for a computer for me. It's those are for reviews. Sorry, I need to drink them very quickly. Let's plug in the cables and we'll see. I'm just gonna do that again just to see if ooh, that's time. I'm just gonna quickly show you here the potential big problem I've got going on here. Sorry for the weirdness going on there. Right, this is the problem I'm looking at right now, and I'm also just gonna oh, that is on. Okay, cool, that did focus. You can see here that, yeah, that's there, but also further in, you can see problems are gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna work. I think I may have to crack out the Silverstone 140mm and then just deal with the one and just use the 100mm SFX power supply unit like I did before for the really small builds. I think I'll have to do that, which kind of sucks because I actually wanted to keep that 140 for like other builds when I don't need one. But wow, look at the distortion. Rolling shutter, man. Rolling shutter. Weird stuff. Cool. Right. So maybe go with that then. Or I move the hard disk drive bay, but I need it. I need it. Like, I really need that hard disk drive bay. Because I've got a lot of drives to go in this. I need to slot in a... Okay. So I've got my boot. I need my archive. And I need a personal drive. So I've got my boot that is strapped to the motherboard, which is fine, in an NVMe drive. I've got two 2.5 inch. Ooh. Yeah, but I don't want to rip it out because I don't technically need. I don't need it, I guess. I don't know. Tape the hard drives to the top and add. Yeah, I got loads of neoprene tape. I could do that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, really rip it out for the sake of doing that? Because I mean, if I need to add another drive in the future, then I'm gonna have to put it back in. That'd be a pain. I don't want to do that. I can. There's a drill like right over there, but like I just don't like the idea of just doing it. I mean, okay, I'll just attach the cables, see if it works, and then do that. See, this is the kind of thing where it's good to have hardware around so you can like experiment with stuff, just in case. Okay, so I need a SATA. I need a 3-thing SATA cable because that's what I need. I need a. Oh, don't tell me that. I need power for SATA. It is no. Oh, what does this run on? That. Oh, what does that run on? What? No. Does the pump only run on No, that can't be right. The pump only runs on. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose it's fine. I suppose that makes sense, I guess. What's the case again? The case is Silverstone Precision PS15. Change password unit. I don't want to. I want to use the rubbish one because I'm cheap and I don't want to. Because I want the 140 so I can do videos with it because it's a better power supply unit. It's a cool one. Right. That I don't need VGA. See, I could. I might be able to get away with it, guys. I only need motherboard and drives. And the drives are in the tops. I can get away with this, guys. I can get away with it. I've never done such a bare bones build. And I will add in a VGA connector for the odd time that I want to pop around to my girlfriend's to play some games with her nephews. VGA. Oh, I'd need 2 VGAs for the 1070. Let's see. I don't know. I don't hold out a lot of hope for this. Oh no, there's already VGA connected to the. Is there? Yes! No, it works! It works! Has he done? Not yet. That's later. Not yet, that's later. Right, are you ready for the marvel? Are you ready for the marvel? Okay. Is that a view that is actually useful? I'm trying to make it useful. Okay. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Like modding this case already. I've removed some LEDs and ripped out the stock vibration pads, or oh Christ, what did they say on that video? The electrical insulation pads. Look at that. There we go. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay, and then you can see. See, now this is silly. Why am I silly? That's a question for other people to probably ponder. So I got lights on the other side of the room. There we go. So you can see here, if I get some focus, screw hole, screw hole, screw hole, screw hole. All visible. Yes. Very nice. Okay, good, good. Build, desk. Cool. Okay, nice. It's like I got a big tripod. I got the tripod that I use for my actual camera, and it's just like, and I've got like the small. I got a webcam on it, like essentially one of those Logitech C920s or something like that. Are they C920s? Do they even say on them anymore? They say C920. Say on the back. Yeah. That rolling shutter though, man. That rolling shutter. Okay, I'm pleased with that. That's great. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I can just, you know, I can use my nice and light thing. I can try and find the, there you go. No. Need a little bit of a compression. Oh no. See, that's the one problem with this screwdriver, is it's not magnetic. And the other one is. Okay, I won't tighten up all the way just yet. But I do, I having a long, there's no way of making this sound appropriate. Having a long, thin shaft on a screwdriver is a really useful thing, because you can get the speed on it by just spinning the shaft of the was it the shank? There's no way I can say that without it sounding wrong. But you just I think you just have to go with it. Oh, at least it's just the screwdriver. Okay, that I'm happy with that. I'm freaking happy with that. This is gonna be a really quick build now, because all we gotta do is throw in. Yeah, it's gonna be a really quick build in like 2 hours or something. But relatively, this is gonna be a really quick build when all I gotta do is throw this in. Although I can't say I'm like super happy with the fact that there's like a green like SSD on there. But you know what? I'm not gonna be too hard on myself with that. And there's no rear I/O. It didn't come with one. Shoot. It's fine. Just makes the lining it up a little bit weird. Well, I might want to compress that down a little bit. I think it might be a little bit too high. Ah, sorry. Sorry if I'm in the way as well. I don't mean to be. I'm just doing this quick. I don't think that's going to make much difference. Three, 1, 4. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Let's get you guys all ninja on here. Okay, I know that this isn't ideal, but that's a better view, in my opinion. That's a better view. Okay. Extra cooling. Extra cooling. A duct to flow over. See? See? Surprised that hasn't already been like made a thing with like some rear I/O things. Although I'm pretty sure that it's just, there's a reason that it's there, and that's because it's supposed to just make things a little bit crap. Right, one's down. Okay, just use the magnetic screwdriver. Just use the magnetic one. Cool. It's really nice actually having like a weighty screwdriver, because you can just spin it. Okay, let's just rotate more than we are doing that. Okay, I think that's better. No, it's not. It's just you can't see anything anyway. You know, whatever. It's fine. It'll do. Okay. And we need another one there. It's a high risk, high reward maneuver. That it's high risk. Oh, you tried to buy my writing text sticks? No. Did you get another one from elsewhere? Pretty cool case. I like that case. I had fun with it. Very specific on its specification, on its hardware specification, though. Yeah, it's good having a weighty screwdriver. You can just let the momentum of the screwdriver do it, and that's pretty much tight enough. If you just let the screwdriver like spin around and just give it a little bit more, a little bit finger tight on the shank. There you go, nice. Although I'm not doing it on the shank necessarily, but there we go. And there you go. So okay. You may be thinking, why am I unscrewing before I screw in? But I wonder, I'll unscrew this now, and I'll remove the screw. Right. I don't know how many people know this, but it's really cool to get down. If you position the screw in place, and I'll actually try and... I'm pretty sure this isn't an anti-static way of doing this, but nothing is these days, and you'll never please everyone, so forget it. Okay. Is that going to update the focus? No, it's instead picking up a floral pattern at the back. Why would you do that? Focus value, sod off. Okay, I'm not sure how many people know this, but there we go. If you unscrew and then you hear that click allows you to know that the thread of the screw has just ridden high and just over the thread of the the thread of screw has just jumped off the edge of the thread of the nut that you screw into, so that you know that when you screw in next, it's just dropped and you can slide and it slots into the thread and makes a perfect mesh. So when you hear that, you know that when you just immediately screw in afterwards, you're not gonna mash the thread on your screw. It's just a good thing to know. I mean, I picked that up when I did some work experience with Cardiff University, and they had this like formula student thing that they had there, and it was pretty cool. But they were saying that that's the thing. That's just a common practice when it comes to changing spark plugs, because you've got a steel an aluminium block, and the spark plug is steel. The last thing you want to do is just screw it in, because if you mash the thread on the block, that's an annoying thing. Male thread is tap. Nice. Okay. Here was it tap and die, something or brother. I don't know. But yeah, that's like the set that you used to. I guess I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, no, that's just like it's just one of those good things to do, because then you just avoid things. Although saying that though, I actually still destroyed the thread on my on one of my SSDs, because I just didn't do it one time, and that was the one time it went wrong. So yeah, okay, I think that's that. We're good for that. I need to throw in some drives on the back. I really hope I've done that in the right order now. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, why am I holding that in the weirdest way? Okay, let's throw some drives up in this. Actually, no, the drives are in the thing, so I can't in the current computer, so I can't do that. So I don't need to. Let's cable manage, I guess, and connect all the power and stuff up to everything. It's probably the best thing to do next, I guess. I guess that makes sense there. What a one job, what? I just feel like I didn't know before. A stocking die is used to put a male thread on something, and a tap and die is used to put a female thread. Aha! Interesting. Okay, I gotcha. So interesting. Very interesting. Cool. Right. Okay, that can go there for now. That is just gonna go around the back, and I'll just lash that in with a few things. And this is, I literally just picked that up a second ago. Why am I doing that again? And then I can throw this in here. Okay. VGA, and then what? CPU. Oh, that's not a comfortable sound, I can imagine. So CPU's up there. May as well plug it in, I guess. Come on. There you go. Cool. Okay, that's that. Not super tidy, but not really an issue at the moment. Oh, we got the RAM to throw in, I guess. That's that. RAM I'll get out in a second. Those I'm just going to lash together now in a second. We've got the... there it is. That stuff there. Okay. So, let's grab those there. And we will... I suppose we need to... is that good enough? Yeah, that should be good enough. That's actually kind of a pain in the butt. I suppose I could loop it round. Would that be tidier? I don't know. Okay, cool. Right, that should do. I'll use a twist tie now to keep it in position for a second. Is this one long enough? Probably not. We can actually get onto overclocking this thing and see what it's got. This is actually the original one I had. The other one had, the other one's serial number began in like an X, I think it was. Right, let's find, there it is. Okay. There's that. Yep. And then just give myself a vasectomy at the same time. There we go. Okay, then I can untwist that, and that's a neater way of doing that. Cool. So that can just go up in there. No problem. Even lash it down if I wanted to, but whatever. Cool. Not gonna look super pretty. Oh, I forgot my liquid cooler. It's become a chat room with AV stream, just happening to be in the background too. What? I don't know. Liquid cool the SSDs. I don't know why you'd need to. Liquid cool the cables, just stick them in like some water. Just make sure it doesn't get to the end of the connectors. Should be fine. Okay, and now I'm just gonna throw. That's all that needs to do is go up to here. It's not a problem. Now, is that stuff? Just wondering, is that? I need. Yeah, we're literally just cable managing this thing now. So, not super interesting. Never really claimed to be, but there we go. Right. Let's just give that a bounce. Official Velcro as well, this stuff. Was actually the cheapest around. It wasn't that expensive. And I was surprised that like official Velcro was going to be the cheapest option. There you go. Okay, that's perfect size. And there's another one down there, so we may as well do that one as well. And you've got 25 meters of the stuff, you really don't have to be too frugal with it. Seem to be really into water cooling there. Okay, cool. Let's go the other way, easier. Look at the chest every now and then just to see what. Look at the chest every now and then just to see a wall. A wall of chat. I was thinking, what the hell's going on now? Hey boys, it's the 2-hour mark. Right, okay. That's perfect there. And then I need that to go up there, and then is that enough to come down there and connect to 2 drives? Suppose I could do maybe those 2. Screw it. Let's just cable mount both all the way up the top, because you don't need to be too particular. And there you go. Okay, that'll do. $70 per burster. Right, let's see. That can go. You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'll do those as well. Why not? Do I have my reference? No, I don't. That's about right, I think. Cool. Let's use that again as reference. Build CPU out of aluminium heatsinks. Right, okay. Kind of seems like there's a lot of spamming comments going on. I'm not entirely sure if that's just what some people's chat is. I don't know. I don't know. Want to check your Discord? Yeah, it seems pretty fine. Last time I checked, it was fine. Yeah, no spam here. Oh, this is looking a little bit squished. It's one thing this case suffered from was cable management space. Hey from something. Wonder if that's gonna reach. No, that's gonna reach up there and get held in place. No, that's just no good. That's just gonna have to be loose, I guess. Or I can just tuck it into the inside of that and that'll be fine. Oh, that's gonna cause conflict with the stuff. I can strap it to that. I can lash it to that and that'll be fine. Right. Okay. That's cool. That's not a problem. And then that's okay. Right, okay. I'm just going to lash that together and then we can actually get this thing started. There you go. Okay. See, that's a problem there. This motherboard, it's the ability to be able to access the back of the backplate is a problem. You can't do it. These screws aren't available there. Aren't able to I don't know, get hold of. Ah, but there's no I/O. No rear I/O at all. It's no good. Right, okay, I think that's pretty much wired in place and everything, so I think this thing is pretty much good to go, to be honest. Don't think there's any need to, like, hold back. We need to throw that CPU cooler on, but... And then the fans. Let's throw the fans on the cooler first, and then we'll, Do we go fans outside on intake? No, I think I want to install Radiator into that and fans otherwise, because I can't be bothered putting in spacers. Not unless they have their own attached. Where did I put them? They're over there. Oh no, they've got some vibration dampening pads. Does that offset it enough? I don't know. Let's give it a shot quickly. See what it sounds like. No. No, it's gonna scrape. Nope. Okay. We will see. Alright, so inside we need these to be intake. Although I suppose it actually doesn't matter, but we'll do it intake. And that's the right shape around as well. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Cool. Alright, I actually need to go and grab. Or did this come with a screw set for those? Where are the screws for those? No idea. Right, I'm gonna go grab a quick box of water cooling screws and stuff. Okay. Oh. Okay. Seen a few 3D printed I/O shields to cut out segments depending on. That'd be a good idea, actually. Each print brand. But that's to be very specific to the model, though, wouldn't it? It'd have to be pretty specific. Because like it changes between model to model, doesn't it? It's not like a strict setup. Right, let's get some screws slotted in place. I'm gonna need a Allen key. Balls. Balls. Right, need to go get an Allen key, and I'll be okay. Let's see. Oh jeez. Where the hell do I keep Allen keys? Where the hell do I keep Allen keys? I swear I used to keep them in like a bag, but I have no idea nowadays. I mean, I have a pile here, but I kind of, maybe that's big enough. The right size, who knows? Let's have a little look. No, it's going to be too small, so I'm going to have to use a, yeah, it's too small. Right, I have to use this thing, which is a pain in the butt. Is that the right one? Yep. Cool. Oh, don't tell, oh my god. That's one thing I found was a bit of a pain in the butt with this this radiator, was the the length of screws you need are very specific. They didn't come with them though, I don't think. Let's see. Do I actually have any screws that come with this thing? Did I put them down somewhere? I don't know. How could I tell? New. Right, now those are them. Ah, oh, gee whiz. It's standard size, but it's just a mesh design. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Makes more sense than I was thinking. Right, that can go. That can be close to the top. We'll just do that. And now I don't need that. I just need a normal screw. So that's fine. Balls. At least I hope this is going to work now. That really doesn't work. How does that not work? How does that not work? That's a pain in the butt. It's like not long enough. Do I have to press in really hard to... Oh, I can get it to work if I press in hard enough, so that's okay. I don't know if the hole I've got is aligned though. It must be, because the other one is. I have to get the sickness to print one and send it over to me. Okay, that's working. And is this one going to work now? Say yes or no. It seems like it's bitten. The thread died on that. I don't know, it might have. Right. And then that's just going to be a straight apple side. And miles off. So that's good. Cool. Oh. It's not gonna be right. Oh, it's freaking roasting hot in this room. Oh, gee whiz, let's paint it up. Am I down one screw? Oh, it's down. Right, okay, that's that installed. And now we need to slot that into position. Also being careful about the that IO that needs to go back in, which was causing problems before. Ah, shoot. That's some scissors. God, that's a lot of cable. That is a lot of... Jesus Christ. That's a huge amount of cable just for the sake of some RGB. Okay. Oh, what a pain in the butt. Okay, that's gonna have to go over the top and through. I have to disconnect that front stuff. See if I can get a camera in there. Oh, gee whiz. Losing hydration, that's right. I know, that probably doesn't help. Oh, these fans, man, these screws are not particularly friendly. And that needs to go. Oh, this is it. There you go. Right. Can that go? Can I drift that in sideways? Oh, come on, okay, there you go. And now I need to unleash that. Use zip ties in fans. Now feddies. Whatever works. Yeah, double side tape would work. Dry out though. Should be the only problem. If it dried out. Okay. Is it over yet? Is it over? Is it in place? Okay. Right, now I can install this. Thank jeez. Let's use this one. Yes, but the fan produces turbulence and most of the air goes through the rad. When it what? Will that leave space between the fan and the rad? What, some double-sided tape? Wouldn't have thought I'd be putting that much in. It's probably one of those things where it's like you might see like a degree Celsius or something of difference, but not anything that I'd be too concerned about. Come on. There you go. And I'll just add all the screws in just for the sake of being tidy. Yeah. Just what I could do is actually throw this over here. Not that it makes a huge amount of difference, but it's I suppose it's better than nothing. This is the kind of thing that gets, mostly anyway, cut out of a video. Wow, why is that going in sideways? Oh, gee whiz. Oh, it's Sunday. I thought it was Monday for a second then. Thinking, oh Christ. Ah, come on. Should be over. It's gotta be. I'm gonna have to check the temperature in this room and see what it's like. It's gotta be like at least 24 degrees or something in here. Which for me is pretty toasty, especially in the UK. Probably toasty for most people over Europe. See, now that to me just looks cooler. And if you're going to go RGB, I think you go RGB and light the inside of the case. Anyway. Oh, jeez. Right. Now let's go get some thermal paste because I'm incompetent and I didn't put any thermal paste in the bucket for using. It's over there though. It's cool. There we go. Jesus. Right. Let's throw that. I'm gonna get off the seat because I'm sweating like hell. That's not what happens when you sit on a leather/leatherette something or other, and oh, it has no ventilation. That's why cloth can be so helpful. Right, so if I go over to here, there we go, and now we can just reset the focus value on that. Set it to auto. In fact, no, let's just back out of that. We'll just I think that's fine. Oh, there's a screw under the case. I'm not really bothered about being a screw under the case. It's not a problem, is it? That was one that dropped earlier on from the motherboard installation, went down there, but it's okay, it's out. But thank you for letting me know, though. So I even replaced the please remove sticker thing when I packed that back away. Right, let's get some Arctic on here. It's not exactly the coolest stuff. It's very, very generic, very, very standard in terms of its thermal characteristics. And I'll just put a massive blob in the middle. Way more than is necessary, and that'll just be a tidy up job at some point, but the OCD can handle it. Oh, gotcha, I gotcha. Okay, so that's that, and I'll put that back in the case. Right, and I'm just gonna give a little clean off, just to make sure there's no residue. That stuff is freezing cold when it comes out. Ooh. Gonna need to delid it soon anyways. Yeah, with Gaming Tech UK around, yeah, that'll be the way to go. I'll put a fan in the back, I think, but I'll go grab one in a second. I don't need any more fans other than that, really. Do I want to throw in RAM first? Yeah, I'll throw in some RAM first, actually, just to make sure I'm not gonna screw myself. Oh, right. Let's get into this. The first time I've had, a full set of RAM. Only even dual before. Okay. That's a lot of RAM. And we can put the G-Skill sticker elsewhere. Right, okay. So I'm gonna pop one out and they're all gonna go flying. looks like that's residue, is it? I was gonna say, is that damaged already? Wow, I'm gonna be more careful with this. Wow, the plastic broke taking that out. So I'm gonna slot those on the sides. Okay, and okay, right. And let's slot this in here. Let's see if I can get a slightly cooler angle on the situation. It's not a very good angle. It's not a very good angle, but it's better than nothing. It's a very artsy angle, I guess. Alright, there you go. That's alright. Okay, good. Okay. Come on. Oh, it's just a little bit too far forward. Okay, well that's RAM. Some pretty cool stuff. If you like the camo look, then you've got yourself some camo. It's not going to suit the rest of the build. Although if I add white, I guess, to the fans, if I make the fans white somehow, with a RGB controller of some sort, or an RGB controller of some sort, then could be okay. Let's just switch that back to that. Okay. Actually, no, why did I do that? I need to actually put that one there, so the rest of the build can actually be observed. And then we're going to go back to desk. Cool. There you go. Sorry, rubber. Cool. Right. Perfectly matches captures and that's it. I'll get some Sharpie or something. And so while that thermal paste has gone nice and hard, actually I wonder, can we actually use up more of that? More of that stuff? I don't know. I'm trying to use up this. I think there's a way that's going to make that particularly tidy. Or is that a better way? It's not awful. It's not awful. Let's get those screws over before I end up squishing this down there. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Keeps everything nice and clear. There you go. Squish that down. Okay. Nice. Okay. Suppose this would have been better if I didn't have the RAM in there. But there you go. Should you get more fans? Well, you got to work out what's overheating and why it's overheating before you buy new fans. Is it overheating because the thermal paste has dried up over the years? Is it overheating because there's just not enough airflow, which means, you know, maybe getting some more fans would be better? Is the CPU specifically overheating? Wow, that was way off. Well, there's enough thermal paste in there to hopefully compensate. Better paste. Yeah, this is a very strictly Premiere Elements running system. So it's got the RAM, it's got a processor that is going to do some speed, and it is, you know, yeah. It's a bit of an all over the place build, and it's got a lot of storage when I finally get all the other drives sorted out. But I think that's that. So I just need to hook up all the fans and stuff, and I'll deal with the RGB-ness and crap at another time. Because I don't think I've actually got. Ooh. I have got. Bear with me. Bear with me. Need to find another way of doing that. Let's have a little gander. Let's see. I need an assistant. Or an adult. One or the other. Where the hell? That's a mystery to me. Okay, I was gonna quickly go and grab a set of RGB cable mod stuff. And that's my phone. Apologies for that. Probably injuring many people's ears. Which it was. Vibrating. I shouldn't do that. Right, there you go. Cable mod thing. I accidentally found that, and it wasn't where it should have been. But I also found an ultrasonic HDR04 monitor. HDSO SR04 module, which I'll be using in an upcoming build. Not PC build, but an upcoming build of something. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Right, well we can actually hook up all the RGB now. And I'm glad I removed that front one, because it would have been static blue powered over a Molex 4-pin. That would have been awful. And I have actually got the capacity for it. This is good. Ooh. It's actually going to be quite a nice looking build, if you don't look at the bits that don't look so nice. And I can slot all those cables. Oh crap, actually let's get the God, why is the length of that? Look how far it's come away from the case. Jesus. How long is your RGB? So your computer's not overheating, you ruin this. That's a 1 meter long. What is a 1 meter? Ah. Right. Well, I mean, that explains stuff, but there we go. It doesn't explain a lot. Right, so that links through to... Oh, is that actually a connect? Yeah, that's connected. Right. RGB. And I need to throw the cables from this through the back. God, RGB cables are so freaking long. Actually, let's no, we'll go through that. Sorry, this is not a very exciting look. Not unless you're into that. Into people's backs. Oh. And that's a 3-pin pump thing. So I'm going to attach that actually, a 3-pin pump thing, to a... Let's see if I can get this right. Oh jeez, I'm going to attach that 3-pin pump to a to one of the voltage headers. And which one? Well, actually, if you don't see, no, right. Let's see. Best way to do this Right, what have we got? We've got header down. Got a header at the... No header at the bottom for fans. No way, so there's a header there. Let's see if there's a header over here somewhere. So there's only 2 headers on this board. Well, that's pretty basic. It's only a £40 board, so don't know what I was expecting. But go back to stock speeds. Is that God, Gaming Tech UK's not in the room to hear that. What is this madness? Stock speeds. The answer is liquid metal. No, I'm joking. The answer is always liquid metal. Being someone that's never used liquid metal, the answer is always liquid metal. Right, that goes into there nicely. Although it's just wrapped around a lot, but whatever. Ooh, actually, crap, I can improve that. I don't normally get this irate about cable management on my own builds. Although I suppose maybe I do. But, I don't know. It's going to be something that's on the channel, so gotta put some effort into it. It's kind of like people who do their hair, whatever, for the sake of just so people on the internet won't be that bothered by them. That's pretty much my outlook on, well, my hair for one, but cable management as well. Just so somebody on the internet will be like, that cable management is disgusting. How did you get away with that? How could you? Okay, and then that can just go directly out of there, because it don't need to be there. Can't get away with hiding that way though. Okay, 1 meter long cable. That's madness. Just madness. Okay, should do one at a time, not both. You know what? This is going freaking cool. This is freaking cool. I actually am quite enjoying myself more than I thought I would be doing my own build. I don't know, I've just not done my own build in a long time. I've actually rebuilt the same computer for 2 years. That's quite a, odd thing, I guess. But that's what you do when you have your own tech channel. Ooh! 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 How many fans we got? We're gonna have 3. 3 fans. Let's add one more, last one fan at the back. I'm gonna use one of Ben's fans, and we'll know it's Ben's fan because it came in a Noctua pot. Oh, I could put the Noctua fan in the back. Oh, that's an answer that I think a lot of you guys are gonna have to help me out with. Do I rip the Noctua fan off of the cooler I bought on eBay and stick it in the back so that it's like brown and disgusting, but the build is that anyway? It's a bit weird. Or do I actually put effort in and put a black fan in? Do we go down the Noctua road of, or I do something profound and put the Noctua fan back in the Noctua box and full circle? Or the black painted Noctua. Brown the back, but RGB yellow in the oh my god. I didn't clean this one, Ben. I didn't clean this one. I'll do it very quickly now. With a cotton wool pad thing. Oh, this is disgusting, Ben. Don't shame me. There's a lot of dust coming off this. Oh. That help you out? Oh, I gotta show you. This is really dusty, Ben. Oh my god. I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah. This is just funny. Just okay. Right, I need to get that focus on point for this. Right, okay. And we also definitely need to have enough boost of gain. Okay, not too much gain. Let's just make sure we can get the I mean, look at that for a start. It's just like one fan blade. Right, okay. I'm gonna... Right. Look at all that. That's... Ready? Oh. What filters were they? Was it like a parental filter or like a AVG filter or something? I have a feeling it wasn't anything to do with dust. Yeah, I think I cleaned what I had to and just not. But yeah, this does the job though. That is that's eau de Ben, that is. Eau de Ben. Okay, I think that is a relatively clean pan. And then we'll just go, we'll do the lap of honor. Oh, that's not that. See, it's not really dirty, it's just dusty. Which is dirty to a certain extent, yes. I think it's where liquid from the loop would get on the blades and then dust would stick more, maybe. It's as good an answer as any, I guess. I think you need to, like, vacuum more, maybe. I'm joking. Right, cool. That's that. And I also need to find... Right, screws. Good. Let's throw this in the back. Wow, I think we're gonna have to leave, like, let's do some overclocking and crap tomorrow, I think. Because, like, this build has just been nice and chill. No, like, no rush, just going through and having, you know, fairly relaxed time about it. So I think we might have to leave the overclocking and stuff till tomorrow. But I can do stuff like, tomorrow I can do stuff like transfer, like, all the drives over, finish off those bits and stuff in the day, and then maybe tomorrow evening, go do some of that. Have some overclocking fun. And yeah, it'll be a shorter, maybe like an hour, 2 hour live stream. Just having a bit of fun overclocking. Hopefully Gaming Tech UK's in the house, as it were. That's the wrong way. The fan should not go that way. Right, the fan should go that way. And I suppose it doesn't really matter where it goes, but I'll put it on the lowest one because that's just easier. Ooh, cutting into some fresh plastic here, Ben. Wow, why did I have it on that one? Right. And I'm going to get rid of the mini one because that just makes awkward things. It takes a long time to set up all the scenes in OBS, I'll tell you that much. I kind of really am dreading having to, like, update the style of this stream thing because, like, laziness and stuff. It's just time. Oh, this is heavily weighted. Okay, that's cool. 110. That's how you know they were rat. Clean threads. Yeah, they're clean threads, man. Some fresh plastic to cut into there. Look at that. Didn't you need to... Just one turn. One turn per fan. Per screw. Ooh, gee whiz. Oh yeah. Okay, well, then we will definitely not be starting that tonight then. Yeah. It's been quite a while since I overclocked, but I can imagine with all the restarts and all the crashes and all the stuff, we are going to be... Yeah, there we go. Well, now I'm going brown Noctua as the dust is always hidden. There we go. That's one way to go for it. Now you've got them, sorry. Okay, that's nice. That's clean. I suppose it's very... I mean, all you got to do to this build is add in a GPU, and like that is a full build, and it's looking pretty tidy. Like, this is a tidy build for me. And I haven't actually done a build where I've strictly put in these straps at regular intervals and like super forethought and plan things out and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Right, so we've got top fan. Oh, right, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, right, 3 things. Right, so let's get ourselves a 3-way fan splitter for full PWM control, which is going to go straight onto the CPU fan header. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There better be a 3 one in here. Yes, there is. Sorry. 3-way. And let's throw that in. Oh, the wire's like trained a different way. And when I say trained, I mean it just is a different way, right? CPU fan for the best PWM of control. Now that is that is clean cable management. Clean. And then we want okay. I have a feeling this side panel is going to be a pain in the butt to get back on. Like, that is going to be awkward. Awkward as hell. Oh, crap. That was on the radiator. It's not anymore. I don't care. Right. Just going to add a strap onto there. Scissors are down there. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Okay, cool. That's just going to hold that in there nicely, and then we'll add in. Alright, that's going to go in there, and then that's going to have to go around the other side of this. It's super pedantic cable management, so sorry guys. It's gonna be a while. slot that there, and that's... They're all the wrong side. Okay, now they're all on the right side. Now I need to add them to the mix. Okay, cool. So there's that, that's that. Okay, those are our two that need to go up. And okay. I actually want the rear fan to be the master on this, so I'm gonna leave these ones on the don't know why, I just for some reason I prefer that to be the case. Oh no, oh, there's one cable management slot up there, but that's an awkward one to get to. And that goes in there. Okay, just check on the health of the stream just to make sure it's okay. Live dashboard, everything is okay. Cool. Set off alarms. Right, there we go. Right, okay, good. So if you were into your cable management, you will be totally in to this. It's so clean. It's so clean. Right. That's that. So we're pretty good for that. That is just waiting to be plugged into other stuff, so that's not really a problem right now. So I'm cool with that being a little bit out in the open. And now we just need to hook up all of the stuff. So we need that to connect to, right, I need that RGB connector. Not gonna go well. Super clean. Ooh. Pliers. Oh, I literally nearly had it out. They are fucking tight bastards to get out. Okay, that's down there. Good. Then it goes into the next one, and the next one is other way around. Connected. Good. And then the next one is other way around. Nope, that way around. That is for the pump. That's all good. And then that goes in the only place it can go, which is in the bottom of the case. Really? Because I mean, it has to go underneath the drive, which is lucky that I'm not using a drive cage. Or that I'm not using the drive cage. Oh yeah, and of course I need to actually hook that up to the RGB connector, so that is correct. Oh really? That just went weird. Okay, good. Good. So it all goes in the front. All goes underneath that drive cage. And actually I think I'm going to take that drive sled out, because I actually don't need it. And I can just go back in the case. I don't think I need it anyway. If I do, I'll have to get it back out. But that's just a cable management box in the bottom. And because it's closed off on the other side, you won't know how horrible it looks in there. Which is like, that's half cable management, man. That's like half the deal. It doesn't matter. Okay. Do you think you can shove the 8-pin CPU power through the area between the back of the case and the motherboard? What? I thought I did. There. Do you think you can shove the 8-pin CPU power through the area between the back of the case and the motherboard? Oh, that. No idea. That's a tough one though, because it doesn't have a punch-out panel, and then the edges are tight. I think. Can't remember. Oh, dude, you got work tomorrow. Go. You've got early work tomorrow. Shoot off, man. Catch you tomorrow if you're around, but no, you won't be around. Anyway, yeah. There's your last look at the case, Ben. Look at the system, and you might catch it maybe if the live stream. I'll put the live stream up on thing, so you can just scan through it and see how the overclock went tomorrow. That's cool though. I'm pretty chuffed with that. I mean, I know it looks like a mess, but the RAM looks really cool because it's like 4 slots I've never had filled with the same RAM. And yeah, we have to see if it powers on, but I mean, unless there's something dead, I don't know why it shouldn't. But I can actually see if it powers on. But yeah. But no, you shoot off, dude, and we'll catch you at some point. Now I'm gonna have to just make some room and see if this thing is gonna do anything. It might be shot. But I did add in a power cable and a DVI connector over here, which I'll see if I can actually oh, sorry guys, completely forgot that was there. If you got headphones, I severely apologize for that. And okay, let's put DVI connector on there. Right. Now, I don't even know if that screen's going to work because it is actually dodgy. Oh, no, power's on. Okay. So, now we just need to, I guess, short the things, which should be the 2 top right of that cluster. Power button? Yep, 2 top right. Let's have a little think. Okay, just CPU power for the drive, obviously, M.2. Power for all the fans, yes. RGB on all the fans, yes. And I think we're good. Let's give it a shot. See if we got this. Turn the power on. It's working! It's working! Double post. Yeah, those fans are running full speed. I don't know if it's posting though. I'd have to disconnect my keyboard to find out. And like, yeah, something's not right. Something's not right. Oh! We have system have failed to boot several times, something, and it just went. Oh yes. Okay. CPU fan setting 1 full speed. Yeah, let's see if I can actually do something about that. I can disconnect my mouse and throw it into maybe. Oh, is that even gonna work? Yes, it does. Silent. You gonna accept the silent? Do I have to like? Or do I just have to, like, save and leave? Okay, I've just accepted changes, I guess. Yeah, I have a feeling that you're right on that one, the sickness, definitely. I'm not sure if it's the Varda fan that's sounding a bit squeaky. But, oh yeah, I've not tested any of the hardware, and I can't actually, like... I haven't got a keyboard plugged in, so... We're just gonna see if it loads through to, the, whatchamacallit? To the thing. Game device is ready? I'm feeling pretty good about... Do you have to? I'm not sure how much CPU power this getting devices ready is taking, but I don't think it should be that much. Was it getting the fans ready for some severe overclocking, maybe? Yeah, that power supply unit though. Okay, well it goes through to Windows, so I'm pretty stoked on that. No, it's not. Oh, it doesn't like when I do that. No, the Varda fan's fine. It's one of the Silverstone fans. It's making a squeaky, squeaky, squeaky noise sort of thing. They're not happy. They're really not happy. Jeez. So they're really not happy at all. Oh, I'm watching the stream. The other fans are a bit odd as well. These were working fine before. Yeah, it's definitely one of those fans is chuffing along. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, Silverstone's awesome because you know they like sort of put their neck out to provide hardware to a very small channel, which is always cool. But like, yeah, it doesn't make their products better or worse for it, but from different angles it sounds worse. From the front it sounds terrible. From the back it sounds fine. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works. Right, anyway, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much that. I don't think there's a lot more to it right now. I mean, I could stick the panels back on, but frankly, tomorrow I'm going to be ripping this thing to shreds anyway to go fit in the rest of the drives and stuff. So there's that. Yeah, I'm probably going to have some drives hanging out tomorrow, actually. I'm going to have to do a lot of transferring tomorrow, so I might actually set up transfers tonight and just let all that stuff migrate its way over. Yeah, I'm going to have to reorganize so much stuff, though. Like, so much. I'm probably going to spend the majority tomorrow reorganizing stuff. Did I screw through the red into the fan? Now, that would have been impressive. With, like, a 1 centimeter screw. It's all red though. I mean, that's interesting that it'll turn to red immediately and like. Oh no, I suppose all of them are red anyway, so that doesn't really make a difference. But, yeah, that's cool. All right, well, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Think about those fans though. I might have to change those out. I might have to change those out for some Vada fans. Which is kind of a bit of a shame, but you know, is what it is. I'll think about it tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much that though. I really don't think there's really much more to do here. Clean small Vadas. Oh yeah. Oof. Always. It's the best part, isn't it? Grab some old Vadas. Old but good. Old but good. Maybe wear a mask. Yeah, I might take it outside. And yeah. Like pressure washer out or something and let them dry. Actually, I wonder if that would wreck a fan. If just getting loads of water into the bearing area and stuff would just like wash away a lot of the lubricant and stuff they put in there. I don't know. Right, yeah, I think that's pretty much that. So I don't think there's really a huge amount more to say. I'm actually using a mouse on something that I really don't need to use a mouse on. Not having an I/O is something though, so I might have to think about getting one of those I/O things, but that might be more of a pain in the butt than I can be bothered to deal with adding one in. But it's cool. I'm freaking stoked with this thing. So join us, me, anybody who comes back tomorrow, and we're gonna just. God, that was a 3-hour live stream. Well, there we go. Join myself back and. Oh yeah, find me a link for that thing. That'll be really cool. It would be cool to add one in. I mean, hell, it might even be worth doing a little miniature video on, just for the sake of you know, just seeing what the hell one of those things is like. And if it's black, comes in black, that's extra cool. But yeah. So anyway, guys, super thanks for like joining in and you know just chilling out here, building a little computer. Yeah, this thing has actually got to be. You'll be seeing this thing a lot more in the future. Probably chilling at maybe at the back of the desk over like this end. Which yeah, be quite cool. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I enjoyed myself. Just a nice relaxing build. And yeah, probably best saying bye now. If anybody has any like suggestions or anything they want to throw out last second, then please let me know. But other than that, then I'll wrap up and yeah. Actually, just out of curiosity, show of hands. Who is around tomorrow night? Pretty much same time, same place for a little bit of overclocking. We'll have to see with what Game Tech UK if he's about, and see yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not sure what kind of stream we're on actually. Stream options. What kind of streams are we on? Ultra low latency. Cool, possibly. Yeah, I don't expect you, Ben, to be there because you need to actually like do work. Like up at like 4 in the morning or something. So awesome. Showtime. 1 sec. Okay, 1 sec. No, I'm so glad this is working though, because that super posting what's nonsense stuff was like quad posting was a little bit of a concern. I thought we might have had a bit of a tear the thing down, look at CPU, socket pins and stuff. Even though I looked at it before, which would have sucked. Yeah, RAM is working nicely as well. Nice finish on that RAM actually. It's like a plastic shroud, so it's not like paint that's gonna chip, which is nice. He's on Discord. Ah. Yeah, I mean the RAM has been like downclocked to like 2133. Well, if that's a Meshify C Mini, then that's the case I'll have. This is not a Meshify C Mini. No. Yeah, no, that's not a problem. But yeah, no, this is a Silverstone PS15. It's about £40 you can pick it up for, which is like, good price. Tempered glass side panel, full front mesh, which is good. Gets let home. What? Gets home tomorrow. Sounds like he's in a mental hospital. Okay. Yeah. No, the motherboard works though. That's my main concern though. That's going to be cool. And I'm really interested to see what the CPU does. Because if this CPU works like crap, like, I would say we would just swap it with the other one to see if that works any better. But that would mean I'd have to shut the stream down and swap them, and oh god, no. We'll just see how this one does. We'll just see how this one does. But yeah, no, I'm pretty pumped. Should be good. I have my concern about the 660p because it's QLC flash, and I don't if you're on Discord, you can talk to him yourself. Cool. But yeah, I'm not sure how well this is gonna cope with editing. I think it should be completely fine for the program I use. I'm not using some severe stuff, but again, you know, reading through videos, so it shouldn't really matter much about the software unless there's a major overhead. But I can't imagine why that would affect the drive. That should looks like Mesh Mini, only the whole pattern of the top is different. Get some like, oof. Okay. Yeah, no, this is it's PS15. I wanted to check out the Meshify C Mini, because I like the look of the Meshify range. Looks nice. Looks really nice. Is that supposed to have some RGB on there? I don't think so. Those fans though. I could swap them out with the Arctic fans. Those are some quiet fans. I might do that actually. I might do that. There are some nice quiet fans. Although the last thing I want to do is maybe use the Arctic cooler in a different thing and then just not have the fans for them. Oh jeez. Kill them off. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, maybe. Alright, dude. Catch you probably not tomorrow, man. I don't blame you for not coming back. You gotta be up way early in the morning. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll actually end the stream there as well. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow. And we will see how far we get with the overclocking of the RAM, of the CPU, not of the GPU because it doesn't exist. Can you overclock the iGPU? I don't know. I've never tried, but maybe if we can, we will try and do that as well and see how we fare. I'll also get some programs on it as well, just to okay, yes you can. All right, well, we'll see if we can do that as well and see if we can pick up some graphical benchmark stuff with 3D Mark Firestrike and stuff like that. See if we can hit some more extra points on that. 3D Mark Fire, maybe not Firestrike. Maybe Firestrike Basic. We might be able to get 10 FPS or something going on, but we will see. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that, guys. I will get myself ready to like close the chat and close the stream down. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. And